All right. It is time. My name is Okami. But you can call me Christian or whatever you'd like. Sometimes go by Mr. Wolf, at least on YouTube. Uh, hail from a decent sized town in Pennsylvania, from a small town in Oklahoma that I will be returning to in January. Not forever, just for a couple days. And then visiting this guy
Just for a little bit,
just for a bit.
a few days. Maybe there might be some hot tub stuff going on. We'll see.
Oh no, don't say that. Not on stream.
Oh no, it's on the internet. You can't take that back. Clip it.
We might be joined by another guy in that same hot tub.
Ooh.
Oh gosh. I mean, we'll see.
Truth be told, Cobalt, I
Probably
have a
not.
confession. I have never been in a hot tub.
I mean, my apartment complex has one, and I haven't even been in it.
What?
At
What?
least
You
you have the
lucky,
option.
lucky dog, man.
Okami
I
apparently
mean, that
just
thing's
loves
always
hot tubs.
surrounded by kids. I can't
Oh.
deal with all that.
That's
Well,
understandable.
you can't go like after they go to bed.
Nah, the pool closes at like 8 or something.
Yeah, I figured that'd be the case. Like a lot of places that have like apartment pools, they have a closed time where you can't go in afterwards.
Then just go on your like day off when they're in school.
This man don't take days off.
Yeah, I haven't had a day off in a while. It's been pretty.
He's hardcore.
Except for yesterday.
Except for yesterday.
Yeah, that's true. But sailing came out, so I was otherwise occupied.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable.
All right. Well, this is Pat. And that
Yes,
is
this is
Cobalt.
Just Pat is fine.
All right. And
Uh-oh.
this
And
this
this is Aru.
this is our what Aru joins. Let's go.
He was listening too.
I know.
Wild.
Always
Haven't
listen
seen
to
Aro at
Aru.
one of these in ages.
He joined like 2 weeks ago.
And we
I
played
probably
games
wasn't.
live.
Wait, no, I was there.
Yeah, you were here. He was only for a little bit that he joined. I mean, I could guilt some people into coming, but I'd rather not guilt people into coming. I'd rather them come of their own volition. So
I'm not the only one
Is that
getting
my
robotic.
internet or
No, no, no.
Okami's?
I
It's
can hear it too.
Okami's.
oh, what's going on?
Uh,
Is it me?
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto?
Hold on.
You're turning to a clanker, Okami. What's going on?
You are in
And-
pain, and I am laughing.
Yes.
Check. Can you
Still
hear me?
A little,
Yeah, it's giving me some weird vibes. I don't know why. My internet
don't
should
worry,
be fine.
Stream Scuff just comes with the streaming.
Well, even my stream says it's fine. Do. Huh. Yeah, like my stream's fine.
And now it's fine.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
it's-
okay. Yeah, now it's green. I don't know why I was doing that. That's weird. Maybe it's because I was, oh, Ange might have been doing something before she went to bed. Oh, well. I don't think that should affect it, but oh, well.
Rolling TikTok.
She's always scrolling TikTok.
I don't
Just
think
one of
TikTok
those.
did that to your internet, but sure.
No, it's, if you change things, then, like, for some reason it messes up with the, like, connections between devices. I don't know why. Our internet just does that weirdly sometimes. Anyways,
Anywho,
yeah, what was I saying?
I don't know. All I heard was ones and zeros.
Well, and before
Okay.
that,
Well, anyway, this is Aru, the Brazilian man. The hour. Um,
yeah,
Brazilian man by day, goth girl by stream.
would join us in the hot tub as well, but sadly can't.
I don't think Mayose is currently a goth girl, but sure.
Close enough.
She's inspired by one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't she like inspired by Hex Maniac?
Yeah, she's inspired by one, but doesn't mean she's inherently
Just,
one.
just have
Sounds
some
like
horns and some glasses. It's nowhere near the same.
sounds like
Nintendo's looking at you.
he needs to get his inner goth going. Maybe we'll get more viewers if you turn goth, Aru.
Sorry, my brain shut off. What did you say?
We need to get his model in VR chat.
Oh,
He already has it in VR chat.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
exactly have it in VR chat. It's like halfway there.
Yeah.
Next time.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I don't remember what we were talking about before, but
Something about hot tubs, then introductions, then Aru joined, and then stuff.
mm-hmm. Well, we got a few things to talk about.
Couple.
Mm-hmm. A few things that Cobalt will probably tune out for, which is the GG situation.
I have no idea what the GG situation is.
We can always break it with sports. It's identity theft is the worst kind.
Yep.
Wait, what?
VTuber.
He's someone.
Yeah. Anyways,
Her name.
no. So basically, Gigi on stream, well, somebody else on stream called out Gigi for lying, and Gigi called out that person for being a fake. And so that is the current situation.
I wasn't sure about. I thought you were talking about the Mori Calliope situation.
That's what I mean. Maury called her out for lying on stream, and then Gigi showed that it was not a lie, and she does in fact have her playing League of Legends.
I mean, the thing is, how do we really know what the AI technology improved my leaps and bounds recently?
She moved in game. That's how we know.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
BRB.
It was a funny little thing. I gotta say.
Yeah, it was.
I watched her video. This girl, she got an obsession.
Yeah. Basically, one VTuber went live saying how she's been slandered, which was hilarious because she then posted the person who called her out. All this is in jest, by the way. The person who called her out, she had a bot on stream repeating the phrase, I love League of Legends.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cobalt, if this gets you invested, one person vehemently despises League of Legends, and the other one wants her to play it desperately.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I absolutely hate League of Legends, so I'm on whoever that person's side is.
That would be Mori Calliope.
Yeah. But
Team Mori, I guess.
Gigi's offered her money to play League of Legends, and she's still like, I won't do it.
There's no amount of money that could make me play League.
Are you sure about that? No amount of money?
There's no amount of money that could get me to install it on my computer.
What about your laptop?
Not even my laptop.
I highly disagree. For $1 billion, you would not install League of Legends and play one game with somebody.
I'd do it for $1,000.
Okay, there's no one that would offer $1 billion.
There you go.
Like
now
Gigi
we're
doesn't even have $1 billion.
Well, that we know of.
Lori.
That we know of.
She could come from a rich family.
Yeah, this is a VTuber we're talking about. She could have her father's life insurance since he's dead. But
You had to bring.
Oh,
You had
God.
to make it dark. Jesus, you escalated that quickly.
Sheesh.
hey, she makes fun of it. We can too.
Now, on a similar note, did you see what happened to Risu from ID?
That she, yeah, she got hacked.
Yeah, same thing that happened to Crony, but same thing that happened to Crony. She made a fake crypto just for the fun of it,
Mm-hmm.
and that stream promoting it was it was being meme. Like
Yeah.
she made Nutcoin, and she was like, in order to increase the profits of Nutcoin, we have to extract the nut during November. It's like,
Yeah.
this
Bro.
ID is just
So recently, there's been quite a few attacks on like some pretty high, like Crony and Risu. They're pretty big VTubers, and both of their channels got hacked by a crypto guy.
it happened to both of them before they hit 1 million subs.
Yeah, but since that happened, like I know Crony's above 1 million now, right?
Oh yeah, she's definitely got above it.
Yeah,
But it happened when she was like 900 something thousand. So
yeah,
and
and
Risu right
then
now is at 900 something thousand.
let's see. Yeah, she's at 973, but she's probably gonna hit over 1 million, and
Yeah.
they're fairly decent sized VTubers, I would say so.
I mean, by default, whenever a new person joins Hollow Live, they get like 300,000. Just people like immediately following.
Yeah, but so they're getting hacked. You know, you can only wonder what's going on, but they turned it into memes, and it made their channels skyrocket slash
Oh yeah.
be better.
I mean, it's whenever you take your account and livelihood being thread and turn it into content. That's real brain driven by the content brain.
Well, it's kind of easier when they're backed by a company because I think that they get
Yeah.
they don't actually financially get hurt by that, which is good.
I mean, yeah, they don't actually own the channel.
That, and if anything actually happened, then Whole Life would just sue. So
Yeah. Well, they'd find a way to get it back.
yeah.
Blood.
Well, also with this came a cross-platform day where they went to Twitch and started streaming on Twitch.
Holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a big event where a bunch of Hololive talents streamed on Twitch for a day or two.
Yep, and they just proved that like they are the top because they had like each stream had, I want to say, over 20,000 viewers like the whole time almost. But
I
it
know
was
at every streamer award, there's always like at least like whether it's VTuber or streamer, like the Hololive girls always either end up nominated or win
mm-hmm.
because they just I don't know. They just always have a validating fan base behind them, even if they don't have some of the big numbers of some individual streamers. They just have a fan base that's will vote for.
Yeah, I would say
And
like
they're gonna show up every time.
yeah, I would say like in the VTuber community at least, I really think like Iron Mouse and maybe like the people who have left Hololive are the only ones that can really like rival them in numbers. Maybe Nyanners, but that's because she's been around so long. But in like everyday streaming numbers, definitely not.
Did I miss?
We switched from what we were talking about
Well,
before.
we talked about Gigi's identity theft and AI abuse to Risu getting her channel hacked and turning into cryptocurrency.
Oh, okay.
And then we're now on to the Twitch Holo Day that happened not too long ago, where they basically took over Twitch and like had 20,000 viewers just about in every stream they did. Now, granted, they were probably all the same viewers in every stream, but still, 20,000 is nothing to
I mean,
to
honestly,
laugh at.
I would like if they were on Twitch because that's where I get to see more streams. I don't see them nearly as much on YouTube.
I would say that there's quite a few that actually stream a lot on Twitch. Like Lapless, I know does.
I think some ID girls do, and even what's the one Hachima? I think she also does Twitch too. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
she's ID, isn't she? Or is she?
No,
No,
Hachima. No, she's
Hachima's
JP.
JP. Yeah. No, Risu's the one that I keep thinking about. That for some reason I think of her as a JP, but she's ID. But yeah, I know Lapless streams on Twitch quite a bit. Callie has actually done a lot of collabs, and they've been mostly on Twitch. Like she hasn't streamed, but she's been in streams with people that are streaming on Twitch.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
not always as Cali.
Mm-hmm. Well, but I meant like as Callie, she's.
Yeah. I mean, heck, she was at Iron Mouse's concert.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Oh, vice versa.
Like
Actually.
I've never seen Kali herself stream on Twitch, but I do know that a big fan of hers because my Demon Dice does stream on YouTube and rarely
He
on
is the
Twitch as
biggest.
well. Yeah, #1 fan. From what I heard.
Looking at Callie's Twitch channel, she does have 54.7 thousand followers.
Oh yeah, they recently made that channel though. Like all the Hololives they recently made, except for what's her Lapless and a few others.
Other news regarding these talents for this agency. Did y'all see what I posted about Rara?
I did not.
She I couldn't remember what she said the disorder was, but because of all the singing and constant streaming she's been doing, she's developed a vocal cord disorder, and she's got to have surgery to repair it.
Yeah.
So she's gonna stream for a bit more, but then she's gonna go on a decent break while she waits for her throat to heal after getting surgery.
It's funny. Maury has four Twitch channels, I think, and she's streamed a
Only
couple.
one has a check mark next to it, though.
Well, yeah, because that's the one they added for Holoday. Like the inactive Maury Calliope inactive 2025. She actually streamed on that 5 years ago. That was the first one she had. Maury Calliope _ Twitch. I don't know if that's actually affiliated to hers, but it has 11,000 followers. And then the Osu one, I think, is a actual ripoff and not an actual. So I would not follow that one if I were.
It would be kind of funny if she had to make her channel 3 times because she just keeps losing the password.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The Osu one, I think, just plays her songs, maybe. I don't know. It's
Don't
weird.
know either.
Yeah.
So we're talking.
And then Kiara has like 3 YouTube channels as well as 2.
Really?
Yeah, she has a German one as well. A German YouTube channel.
German.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's,
Austrian.
The first Hololive member that speaks German. She actually speaks like 8 language fluent. Apparently, she speaks 8 fluently, and there's a few she can get by with. But yeah, she's actually very multilingual.
Yeah.
I like how Ina doesn't have a Twitch account.
Ina did not join Holoday. Nope.
I would love if she did. Because again, that's where I'm mostly active.
Well, she technically might have a Twitch account, but not as Ina, if you catch my drift.
Right.
So, good luck on that one.
But yeah, I would really appreciate if they did both. I can understand why it would be an issue, right? Because it could easily overwhelm them with messages. Plus, there's the whole
Well,
issues
Twitch
with
has its
different
new
emotes.
rules that makes it kind of difficult to stream cross-platform.
Well, I think it's more to do with Hololive having like some kind of partnership with YouTube. Like they're
Well,
just
yeah, that's the problem. Is like Twitch would be the secondary platform, and by definition, Twitch's policies do not allow that.
You're echoing through Pat's mic. Mm.
Is it coming up on stream though?
Yep. You're like
Yeah, it was just a little bit.
oh, you're fine now though.
Okay.
Yeah, I was probably just speaking a little bit louder than normal or something.
I also have one of my ears uncovered.
Oh, well yeah, that'll do it.
Maybe.
Well,
it's still on my head though. I don't know.
It's headphones are weird like that, especially when you're using them to do a microphone too. All right, but yeah, the cross-platform streaming, like I get it. I also wonder if I don't know. I could see some people being upset with it, like stay on your platform. Let
I mean, that's the
others.
thing. It's for everyone. There's no such a thing as staying a platform. But one thing I think it would be an issue is the fact that they group up the male talents with the female talents on their team. Like, because if you go into like Kali for an example, you're gonna see that she is part of the Hololive team, and then you click on the Hololive team, and then you're gonna see like a bunch of female talents. Like you don't even need to scroll all the way down, and you already start seeing like the male talents from
Mm-hmm.
Holo Stars. Because I know that Hololive and Holo Stars have that big like separation between genders.
They do as far as subs, but more recently they've actually been playing a lot together,
Right.
especially the English.
Yeah, it's because there has been issues in the past, but I think it's mostly because of the Japanese like fan base. Not throwing shade, not throwing shade.
We love. Name
Like people
Wow,
don't like
Pat!
to.
While watching a
Yeah,
video wall in the podcast, what's wrong with you?
I wasn't trying. I literally opened YouTube to look up something, and when I scrolled over it, it started blasting. I thought I had that muted.
like
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Actually, very likely because I haven't clicked on a video.
Couldn't be
The autoplay
me.
kicked in. Oh, it could be you.
Couldn't be
because of the
me
kind of
playing.
social backlash. People are like, maybe we shouldn't group them up together.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I-
They really do like themselves a little bit of disservice with that kind of stuff because a lot of those people have very different fan bases that are not going to be.
I mean,
yeah.
as long as they're not parasocial to the point of being what's her name, Reimu from Niji Sanjay,
Oh,
then I guess there's not much
yeah.
of an issue, right? Just let the like loners and losers like cry about it. They're just friends playing games. Why does that matter to you?
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. People weird, and the weird thing is, it's not even all like fans that are like that. It's just a few of them that get weird about it.
Right.
Well, I mean, what do you
But
think about the recent thing with what's his name? And I don't know if they actually were a couple or not. Mm, what's their name? Vidal and
oh,
Oh,
Beetle.
Beetle.
mm-hmm. Yeah, he recently had somebody leave their company due to
Oh,
not being in a relationship anymore with them.
Oh, I feel for Beetle there. He was just being himself, And like she started having feelings, he did not.
Yeah.
And that became an issue that made for them, so they had to leave.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name. You're talking about the girl who left the Neuroverse, as they call her, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I did see about that, and she acted like she kind of made peace of it, but I didn't really look.
Yeah,
follow
I mean,
into
her
it.
video was basically saying like it's my fault and everything. So yeah, I get that, but it was kind of weird. But stuff like that's just why you can't. I don't know. They can't really mix as well. But then there's people like Shiori who I think actually like. I'd like to see a stream with her and the Holo Stars people because it's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Or Crony.
she's done a few already. Like she
Well,
played
that's what I
Monster
mean.
Hunter.
That's what I mean. It's natural for her
Yeah,
and the
her
and the stars.
unhingedness fits in with the boys.
Whereas I think it's always weird when like if I see Pokimane and all them streaming together, it always feels weird.
The thing is, Pokemon was
To be
complaining.
fair, there's a lot of tension on those streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon was complaining that Twitch is a highly male dominated area.
I
But
highly disagree.
Hello.
now, fully throwing shade. That is because usually the female streamers are just causing drama, and nobody wants to deal with drama 24/7.
Yeah.
That's just women. I mean,
That's content.
Okay, I wouldn't say that. That's kind of
I know that's a little sexist.
Okay. Okay. Well,
okay, then why is it you're saying that it's only the female streamers? Isn't that then the only other thing you're adding other than sex is the fact that they stream? But then how much is that
No,
affecting
that's
their lives?
specifically Pokemon, and the
I
majority
will
of
say
the
Pokimane
streamers
does
that
cause a lot
watch
of drama,
on
but on
Twitch.
purpose.
But like, there's
Eh.
the few like good graces that Twitch has, like Chibi, like Doki.
Chibi Doki's just
Yeah, she's hilarious. I have not seen a single piece of drama coming from her. She came
No.
to Brazil
Oh.
at Grand Old Time.
Have you not
And-
seen the recent Phillian stuff, man? That's some bad drama right there.
I don't
Really,
even
it's
know what's
always got
going on anymore.
I say which one?
Did she break a headset again?
Who, Phillian? Who are you talking about, Kobo?
And who else would I be talking about?
Or Chibi? We were talking about both of them, so.
Did they both break headsets?
No.
Chibi's just
Break another
she's just a
headset?
gremlin.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
no, Phillian came on and basically said she took one of her banned accounts, one of the accounts they banned, and took the message from it and then posted it in Chibi's chat, and then Chibi immediately ended the stream. Well,
Oh,
in
wow.
a funny way, but I was saying it was fake drama. I was making a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Chibi-
for content.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's just content farming. That's
Yeah, I was just making a joke, but no one got it except for me, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't follow the situation. I see a little bit of both of those people every now and then, but don't exactly follow them. I just love how like Shirley, like a lot of people make their content be about them being
Wow.
trolls.
The screen is
Phillian
getting
Fuji.
full.
6 people, pretty crazy.
I like
Phillian's
how
content is mostly
everyone.
people trolling her.
I like how everyone just covers up Willem every time they join the stream.
Is there a new element? They just
Oh no, it's because Willem,
stacked on
there's
top.
only one other person that is above you because your name is a W, and I have it alphabetically ordered. So there's only
Oh.
one person that could ever join the stream and actually not cover you.
Also, I'm number 1.
You are, other than I am. Like I cover you.
Oh.
That's because mine's above everyone's. But yeah. No, and I doubt that person is going to ever join the stream again. I could probably delete that PNG and then Willem will be last.
Hold on, I missed some of that.
Some of what?
I'm mildly curious.
Every once in a while they are in the chat, but they are not in the Discord anymore
Oh.
for some reasons that I will not get into. But
I need to commission Aru to draw me a profile.
what? No, Aru's
Yeah,
not
I-
allowed to work on other friends' stuff before he finishes mine.
But I'm gonna pay him.
I know.
Yeah, I'll pay him twice as much as Okami paid him to do mine
What?
first.
Okay. So I'm gonna crash out, Aru.
I
How
would
much
tell
money?
Goddess.
How much money? How much money do I
You
need to give you?
But you got to do the deposit first, and then he's gonna want.
Do you
the
know how much
certificate.
money I have given this man, Willem? I will not. I will not have any slander on my stream about how much money Aru has received to get my stuff done.
He's a
Yeah,
sugar
that's
daddy.
He's
That would be
received
Yeah.
some exposure and a firm handshake.
Aru, you do not have to feel terrible. You just can't do anybody else's that is a friend before mine. That's all I'm
You know what?
saying.
That's
business.
easy. Just unfriend Aru and then hire him afterwards.
He's not a commissioned. He's not a commissioned artist, though.
He could
I'm
be. Only
not.
difference is he just needs money.
That's the thing. I need money. I don't.
What is going on, Iron?
You're getting at.
Aru,
Which-
Yeah.
Aru's scamming people.
Aru, I got an offer.
He
for
is
you.
not scamming people. He's not.
Th-
Oh,
th-
I've
th-
come to
this will
bargain.
put me above the friend thing too. I will marry you so you can come to the States if you do my OC.
Okay, at that
Oh,
point, I
wow.
have to
Oh,
accept.
okay.
I have to allow it.
Wait, what's the?
And that's
the
what we're no
offer?
longer friends.
That's the one thing I can't get Aru is a green card. So there's nothing I can do in that regard.
Oh,
Oh,
We lost Fuji.
Fuji's.
Rip.
Bye,
It's-
Fuji.
It's a common thing. You just leave it as it is.
Yeah, he usually has a problem with his internet, and so he just leaves. But I tried to
Honestly,
answer.
I would do that on one condition. I want to see the payment up front.
Well, that's what I'm saying is after I get you here and we say our vows and be graced in front of God. You didn't draw my OC.
That doesn't
Wait.
work anymore, Pat.
We'll skip the honeymoon and just go straight to the art.
He's just got to wait another 3 years. It might work.
Yeah, can't he just get away with it if he just lives with Pat for about like a year or two?
Yeah, like
and just
4
say they're
years. I
married?
think that's like the what it takes to.
No, it's 10 years.
Years?
Yeah, for the green card. For the green
So
card.
then, bam, you see, he's stuck in a certain part of Texas for the
I don't live
states.
in Texas.
I know. I'm just thinking like if he went up, was it through central? Was it south? The southern part of North America, and he'd be like the first thing he'd go through. But I doubt he's traveling by land, and I don't think he's gonna swim or take a boat.
I mean, I can afford a plane.
Who's this person?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're discussing something.
358 plus for cheap flights from Brazil to.
It doesn't work that way anymore, though, Pat. Like
He
you
c-
can't just bring someone here.
I know.
For the-
Especially, you can't bring anybody from Brazil either. We've tried. Aru literally can't just hop on a plane and visit.
Yeah.
Is it because they're a
They
brick station?
passport with the visa.
They
Partially.
also wanted to
just
make
blame-
sure that he wasn't marrying someone when he got here. That I think that was one of the questions he received,
Well, if I go there,
or one of the
marry him first.
concerns.
Which is true, but for some reason they botched his interview, which caused the whole problem, and now he can't get accepted, which causes another problem.
And I also
Yeah,
want
they're
to clarify
really
this
good at
didn't
that.
happen during the Trump administration.
Yeah.
I would just like to say that if Aru would put in the work and become a famous Brazilian Counter-Strike player, he'd get a visa, no problem.
Not
True,
wrong.
that would get him there.
Time to hit your train
you know,
montage.
You got to hit that training montage, go play for wild card, and then you'll just basically live in America anyway.
Aru, anything to say? I think actually Rocket League would be easier, but still.
It's not as popular. Doesn't have the history.
See, the problem is like Brazilian Rocket League might actually be decent.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
Brazilian
is-
Counter Strike is decent, but American Counter Strike is garbage. You could totally make it.
The thing is, the issue is getting to a good team, like enough that would get like visibility to be scouted by a American team.
Brazilian CS is like one of the best places to get visible and become scouted.
Yes, but the issue is getting into a Brazilian team to get scouted.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm competing,
Really?
like I don't know you, but I will be competing against other Brazilians who probably are in the game longer than me.
Be Donk, okay? Be 17 and the best rifler in the world. Have literal aimbot for an arm. All right. Yeah, we were talking about something else.
Yeah.
Involved. Well, I was gonna
Oh.
say for you before we go on next, you got any sports news?
Sports news. About what?
I mean, college football, anything like that?
Not really.
College football is boring.
No.
Says you.
What's interesting about college
NFL's
football?
also pretty boring right now, to be
Is-
honest.
Okay. Is some of the ridiculous plays you can get away with because they're still new to the game in a
Oh,
Yeah, because the defense sucks and the offense sucks more. So
I
Oh,
know.
oh.
So then you could just that's the point. You just point and laugh and look at these idiots. That's what college football is. It's just at a better level than like high school football.
I didn't tag you to it, but I wanted the Cobalt. I can't remember. Is that one comedian? I can't remember what his name is. Oh, here, there's the clip right there. Shane Gillis. He actually was on like a sports show with Nick Saban, like one of the tables where they talk about those games that are coming up. And he basically said to Nick Saban how like, oh, is it surprising now that the other teams can pay players that they put up with the SEC? And apparently Nick Saban got pissed off at what he's saying.
yeah, I mean, it's lame. It's gonna bring the average NFL like recruiting talent level down for the first couple of years. You're not gonna have as many rookie stars anymore.
Well, but the thing is, my friend who's of course he lives in my state, so of course he's an SEC fan. He was saying how the SEC is still at the top of the league. They're still like the league to beat in every situation, and also they got players taking pay cuts to come play for SEC. But that's
Yeah,
his
because
that's his testimony.
they've got the good coaches, but whenever the best players going to the other teams, then it kind of evens out a little bit. But also, those best players are taking their money now, not getting coached as well, not becoming as good at their position, and then they go to the NFL, and it takes them longer to get up.
See that being the problem.
Agree to disagree. But
The
Can you
NFL's in
elaborate?
a slump right now. That's for
Very
darn
much.
Agreed.
sure.
agree to disagree again. But
Oh man,
He's only saying this because the Eagles won him the Super Bowl.
what?
And
Not an Eagles
I'm
fan.
a Denver Broncos fan.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I don't care
Ooh.
about Pennsylvania. I'm not even
There-
from here.
There are people who don't that aren't fans of the team from their state.
Like, and I don't. Yeah, this. If I was like, I'm in Pittsburgh, so it'd be the Steelers anyway. If I was from here.
I'm aware of that, but if you have two teams, you can. Is it if one's losing, you
No,
can
no.
obviously
If
root
you
for the
live in
other.
Pittsburgh, you cannot like the Eagles. That
Yeah,
is the rule of law here.
I'm
I
pretty sure you're contractually obligated to hate the resident.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now
get that, but you
we've
can
we've
if you're
had
on your own
people.
time.
We have people who are from the Philadelphia area that moved here, but no one from here actually. They either hate football altogether or they like the Steelers. The end. There's not even a college presence here. No one cares.
Man, dude, the Steelers versus the Eagles in the Super Bowl would be fucking amazing. Just for this year, Pennsylvania's gonna have a problem.
I
It's probably going to be the
don't care.
Patriots this year. Their defense is too good.
I'd give it to either the Patriots or I'd like to see. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd like to see the Buccaneers go. Sort of
I'd rather see Carolina.
what?
Instead
Carolina?
of-
Why?
Just because I'd rather see them the Bucks go.
Okay, Carolina's not even good this year.
They're really not.
I still
there
rather
any-
see them the Bucks.
Is there any good plays?
What? From what?
You said
What?
like Carolina's like good at this time of the year. Is there any place that's
There-
good?
There's hasn't really been a year where Carolina was a top team.
That I
Since they-
mean,
since
when they had a decent quarterback that could run, they were okay.
Come on, Cam.
Yeah, but nowadays they're not that good. I mean,
when
they
they had-
could get in the playoffs, but
They had a decent quarterback that could run and the number one running back in the country.
Did
They
they
were
have
a
a really
good
good
team.
offensive lineman too?
I mean, I think they've
Probably.
Or am I thinking of somebody else? I might be thinking of somebody else.
yeah, it's probably going to be the Patriots. I mean, the Broncos could with their defense. Their offense is horrible, but their defense is amazing.
I have seen memes that the people are mad that the Patriots have another franchise quarterback just after.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know. That was a weird one. We need to get off this topic anyway.
I was just trying to help Cobalt
Um,
out.
We sidetracked into sports because of Pat's one comment.
But
That was the point.
I mean, this is a good transition into what's wrong with being all right, which is the third one. And this is kind of we've kind of talked back and forth about this. Like, what's wrong with just being okay? Like finally the political side of things in America is kind of turning around. Like, it's not like one side's not as bad. The other side's like trying to do things and some of it's working. But everyone's still mad for some reason, and I don't know why. Like,
I mean, that's just the way things have been for a while, man. Like they do
Yeah.
that intentionally.
yeah, like
You just have media and influencers trying to rile things up and make people hate each other.
mm-hmm.
And some people get tired of it and just don't care about it anymore, and some people get super into that.
I saw one today. Apparently there's a picture going around of it looks like Donald Trump like kneeling and putting his hands on Bill Clinton's lap. And one guy said that he ran this through several AI programs to check, and all of them said that by the same metric that this was probably an AI. So, but apparently it's being pushed by a bunch of media and influencers who are of certain persuasion. So I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but that's the only thing I've seen about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about the AI stuff. I was more
I'm just saying people are using an AI photo
like
to drum up content and drama. So that's
like
all I'm saying.
well, what I was saying is like so recently this new guy that of course the right side of the world hates um got elected in Mom Donnie. But the people on the right side of the world don't even live where he is, so I don't know why they care that much. Like, I don't care that much. Like, they're getting what they want. Let them try it out. Let them see, how it goes.
There are some that do, but
The-
they're working on
Yeah,
distancing themselves from New York or
but
moving away.
but then
So,
he like comes and meets Trump, and Trump's joking around with him. Like, why do people? Why don't people care? Like, they're having fun for once in politics, and people are saying how horrible it is, and I'm like, what? He's just he's having fun. The guy made like, they asked him, well, what are your thoughts on saying Trump is a fascist? And the guy didn't know how to answer because he, like, what are you supposed to do when the president's sitting right beside you? And Trump literally pats him on the shoulder and is like, it's okay, you can say it this one time. I won't do anything. And you're like,
that's actually pretty funny.
what in the. Yeah, that's hilarious. Like, like, what's wrong with people? Just have fun. Like,
Well,
the world's finally like healing a bit. Let's from COVID, I would say. I don't even think it's from Biden. I know Biden's, not the best, but like, we're healing from something that happened where the whole world kind of went down and then out, and then Ukraine's finally ending to a point. Hopefully it ends. Whatever.
God.
It's slowing down.
Yeah. People are finally getting over all the Israel talk, and hopefully we stop sending funds to them, which probably won't happen, but still.
Funny thing is, Israel's probably not happy with the fact that we're sitting at 35s of Saudi Arabia, but that's another topic.
Yeah. But yeah, what's wrong with just being all right with where things are? Like, gas prices have gone down recently.
I mean, does anyone want to talk about the fact that a certain someone in Orange is just literally sending military groups, not military groups, just like part of the military force down to the south and just trying to make everyone go under the tile of terrorist groups?
I mean, we kind of, to be honest, I kind of agree because it's stopping the sexual trafficking that's coming across.
But the thing is, the beef that the United States has with Colombia and Venezuela is drugs. The
Yes.
drugs they produce, it's not even the drugs that affect the United States. Because the United States drug issue is fentanyl. Fentanyl is something you guys produce.
Fentanyl's produced offshore and then brought inshore. Actually, a lot of Asian influences on that
Yeah.
one.
A lot of China, like
Yeah.
mostly China.
Uh,
Down here, what do we do? Cocaine?
It's no. It's smuggled in through that area. That's the problem. Is it's so easy to get in through Mexico that other countries, not Mexico, are coming up through it. We don't have a problem necessarily with, like.
I mean, I don't think a cartel deals with just one
Yeah,
drug.
I think that's the misconception a lot of the world has with the war against, like, the border, is that we're not necessarily battling Mexicans just trying to come and have a better life. We're battling the
No, I don't think
cartel,
that's
and then we're also battling the other facets in which most Asian countries come through our southern border as well. And that's the problem.
It's the easiest way in. It's the route that all your drugs are gonna take, all the smuggling is gonna take. Even if someone's getting smuggled from China, they're going to go into South America somewhere or Central America.
Yeah.
And
What's the legal drug that fentanyl's under as well? There's a legal one.
I mean, it's an opiate, so
It refers to farmer. Okay, so there is a pharmaceutical grade fentanyl.
Yeah, it's
So-
used in certain things.
That's the one that's manufactured here in America. The non-pharmaceutical one is coming up through our border, and that's a problem. Is because one, doctors aren't prescribing it because it's an addictive drug, And so the people that want it are going to places that aren't legal to get it.
Well, it's
Which,
also a painkiller, so like,
yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, my dad's had several back surgeries, so he's on some medications to help with that whenever it gets bad. And a few of them have like minute amount of the fentanyl mixed into it, like recommended doses that he's like, I don't know why everybody's worried about fentanyl. Like it's because of how much they're taking. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, it's
yeah,
because it's pure fentanyl instead of like the watered down stuff they probably give through pharmaceutical.
I mean, and it's also just like we have legal amphetamines that are prescribed to people, and the ones made in
Yeah,
bathtubs that aren't.
yeah, but I would say the one thing that I wish that people would be a little bit more open to for, I guess, the political stuff is like, why don't, I don't know. Like, I wish they would open up America a bit more to not visa, but to like what R is trying for, and like getting people here that actually want to do, like live here and like have family.
Like grow, yeah.
Yeah, but we're
The
more
labor law.
focused. Yeah, but we're more focused on the people who want like small jobs and stuff, and I get that, but I don't see the I don't see the big problem with the what is it? It's I see the problem with the visas because people are just overstaying them, but I don't see the problem with people getting actual like full on citizenship. There's no Usually there's no problem with those people. And so that's why I'd say like let's stop the visa stuff and start getting people assimilated into the culture.
Which I do find it funny because that it was supposed to be the land of the free, right?
Well,
Where
I
people
just
should come. No, speaking initially, right? It's supposed to be the land of the free, where people could come and grow like their quote unquote riches.
that's a
That's the idea
song.
initially.
Yes. But
From back
that's
when they weren't the complete nation either.
yeah, but that was not it. That's not in our like any
It's not
written
our
documents.
constitution or any written documents. No,
Yeah.
there's no Bill of Rights on that or anything like that. The whole built by immigrants thing was mostly just people who back in the day were escaping like tyrannical, I don't know, like kingships. I mean, monarchies and stuff. And so they're
Yeah.
coming to seek a better life over here. And then they were getting taxed or controlled military, like and they got tired of that shit. So they're like, nah, fuck the crown.
Yeah, and I want to say like the people that are coming across the border, most of the time they are not looking necessarily to better and be American. They're looking to come and make money and then send it back. And that's where the big problem's coming. Is like, yeah, we get you have a family back home, but why don't you make your home better then?
Why don't
Well,
you bring them here? Yeah.
I said, well,
They
no, you
they
bring
don't
that up, but
they don't want to.
s-
It's cheaper to
somebody
stay in Mexico and get money from the United States. That it is definitely cheaper to do that.
Oh,
some
100%.
somebody mentioned that earlier. How they they say it's a he was saying it's a byproduct of Trump shutting down like the people coming to America legally and what you're talking about, because you notice a lot of young adults who are protesting in Mexico City right now because they're tired of their government just not helping them succeed and kowtowing to the cartels. So if they can't just seek the better life and money to send their family from America, they could actually possibly work on
Yeah.
their young adults to improve the country if they can get rid of the narco president cartel influence.
Yeah, and I like as much as I'm very much a like America first, America only type person. I'd be open in helping another country get to where they
Yeah,
need to be so they stop sending people here.
I mean Mexico's our neighbor. If we could help them become a better country, to help us in general too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think Mexico is far behind
Yeah.
capabilities of being helped by the United States and being able to reach where it should be. to be a
Yeah.
good nation. Not saying that Mexico is terrible, right?
But you got to
It
start
has its
somewhere.
ups and downs, but Mexico currently is pretty much run by the cartels.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, they're getting
wasn't there
assassinated everywhere.
somebody that like assassinated all their political opponents for like
Two of them.
years?
No,
But yeah.
every mayor or like governor, of whatever situation they got down there has that's talked against the cartel has died days later. One happened a few weeks ago where like three days after calling out the cartels and how we need to do about it, he was assassinated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
checks out.
also, yeah, I mean, there's also the case where the police like imprisoned. I don't know if it was the son or just like it was a family member of the one of the cartel boss, and he didn't like. I know he held some people hostage. I don't remember for politicians
Dear.
or for like
Hmm.
students, but he held someone's like hostage and demanded that they release this family member. I think it was son, and they followed like they allowed to free the kid so they could
Yeah.
like get the hostage back. And then later on, they just assassinated every policeman that was involved with the.
Yeah, I could see what I was saying that America can help out with. I mean, to be honest, no one wants to do the job, but literally just take out the cartels. Like that's possible. And I don't know why.
It is, but Mexico needs to want that
Yeah.
because the
True.
United States cannot legally do that unless
Oh, they
Mexico
legally
enters
could.
for
I don't think Mexico would do anything if they
Well,
did.
yeah, because I mean, I was just
It doesn't
telling
matter with
somebody.
Mexico.
I
Sorry.
mean, legal does not matter in war or fighting.
Yeah. I've made a point to somebody recently that if like because they were talking about America like blowing up drug boats, that like they didn't get a fair trial. They didn't get a like if every president that bombs just some random quote unquote terrorist in another country or from are doing things that might involve America, every president would be subjected to impeachment. Like they've all the drone strikes, the bombings, just like oh we think they're a threat. Oh we do it all the
Y-
time.
yes,
It's whether America considers them illegal. What Okami's saying, which
Yeah.
is but that what Daru was saying though is the Mexican president is painting America as an aggressor right now, and that we're basically trying to take over their country or
no,
something.
no, 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 no. I'm saying that the United States cannot enter Mexico to like deal with like own business, like land business, regarding like the cartel because the cartel is
So
not categorized as a terrorist group. It's categorized as organized crime.
Oh no,
Um,
America has
it do-
categorized them as
America
yeah,
categorized it as a terrorist group, which is all that matters for
yeah.
the
We
sake
spent
of
20
that.
years in Afghanistan for that reason to combat
well,
terrorism.
no, I get what R is saying. It's just
Yeah,
that I don't think laws in another country actually matter to the USA because what is Mexico going to do if like the USA just went in and took out all the cartels? What are they going to do?
we do
Say, "Oh
own
no,
some.
we'll start a war." Like, yeah, you will against America? I doubt it. I mean, that no, I don't think that's always the way to go about things. But if we wanted the cartels to be gone, that'd be the best and only real way to get it done.
I'd much
So,
rather that
The-
America get allowed to come help the cartels and just force our way in. It'd be a lot better situation.
It you would need
yeah,
in order to like actually help them, you would need cooperation because they
yeah,
run so much stuff down there, like outside of drugs, just like
yeah. They run whole cities.
farming, like everything.
Hmm.
They own it all, man.
Yep.
If it's profitable, they've got their hands in it.
They're just pretty much like a more malicious yakuza because
That's
the yakuza it's at least right. Huge quotation marks on at least had a good side to it. You don't generally see the good side of the Mexican cartels.
Well, you know, that's
The
the two
good,
kinds of organized crime. Is you got the kind that their area operation through fear, and the kind that runs it through respect.
yeah.
Yakuza were generally known for being at least like caring about their community. Didn't stop them from, like, selling drugs and doing some
Oh,
nefarious
I
things,
mean
but
it.
they had
It's
respect.
it's kind of like the what's their name? The like in Chicago, who ran the Italian mob there?
Oh, Al Capone.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like Al Capone. Like if you didn't do anything against the mob, they literally protected all of Chicago, cleaned up the streets, and made life for those who could make money fine and great, and everybody loved it. However, if you couldn't make any money, then it was basically they came to your house and like made sure you and took you out almost because you're not making money for for the mob. So
The
that's
funniest
the
thing
problem.
Funniest thing about the Capone era and that area of American history is that the only reason mobs got as powerful as they did back then was because Prohibition. America tried to ban alcohol and like
Yeah,
going to bars, and it actually gave an avenue for crime syndicates to like sell alcohol under the table and made them stronger than ever.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's also like the good side of the cartels you're not going to see because the good side of the cartels is their own families. Like they're the nicest people to their own families. They're the nicest people to the people who
Yeah,
are involved in the cartel. You
for
know.
us, quote unquote, good citizens, the good side of the cartel for us is when they don't impact us
Yeah.
directly.
Yeah. Whereas like for like it's also in the Irish mafia. The Irish mafia is like that as well. Like they actually protected people that were not necessarily well off um or had any ways to make money. And so a lot of people like the Irish mafia, and then I can speak about this because my family was involved. Um, well, I mean that's,
911.
but like yeah, I'm related to the Irish mafia, but we didn't like they didn't the legal stuff they did they kept under wraps, and if you ever talked or like went to the police or anything about the illegal stuff they did, then you were immediately killed. You were dealt with on the spot. And they were the nicest people to the police because the police were kind of in on it. Um, and everybody liked them unless basically you told people about it. And that's where the problems come in. And then the government, wanted their money, so they stopped the Irish mafia. Same thing with Al Capone, kind of on that front. But that's the one difference between the Italian mafia and the Irish mafia is the Irish mafia actually helped people when they were in need, so people liked them. Whereas the Italian mafia, if you were in need, they didn't really care as long. But if you helped out the mob, they would help you out. So, but yeah, I don't know. Have you ever watched the Boondock Saints? That's actually pretty close on some of the things.
It actually reminded me that I saw that joke earlier where the Skeletor said, "Did you realize that military salutes are just state-sanctioned gang signs?" Until we meet again.
Yeah. But yeah, then there's the government who's just a legal mafia, essentially.
More or less, they have similar channels of doing things, but because they are the ones that run the country, they.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
It's not
not
illegal.
against taxes completely, but
I
things are
am.
getting ridiculous.
I'm against taxes. It's theft. Unless unless I get
Dude,
to choose what taxes I get to pay, then it's
I
not
I
theft.
was I was listening to some of the tax suggestions. Not, I mean, Mom Donnie got shut down by a city council, so I wasn't worried about it. But the stuff Brandon Johnson and the new mayor of Seattle was trying to push, oh, these people are insane.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to the next
Let's
topic,
move on.
which is what you watching and other anime stuff. The
I
reason,
actually just started a show.
yeah, the reason I want to get into this is because I've watched a couple decent anime and TV shows that I've been enjoying. Right now, I'm on Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies. Uh, what's the rest of the
Actually, like
title?
8 episodes in on that.
What's
It's
the move to a starter town? There we go.
yeah.
Yeah, I started
I
just like the beginning of this week. Getcha Kuta, which
ah
Mori does the opening for the second opening of the anime.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one's been pretty hot recently.
Yeah, I mean it came out. I was like, damn, I need to watch the anime now. And then it passed like a month or so, and it didn't watch, and it like Gami started watching. It like, shit, I need to watch it now.
Oh, Kami's watching it now.
No, Gami.
Oh, Gami.
What
Gami no
what is
Monosuke
it?
Kagame.
What
Gacha
anime?
Kuta.
Gacha Kuta.
Gotcha Kuta.
It's kind of like the new Big Show in the anime. I've been meaning to watch
Oh,
it, but
I
just
see
put
it.
off.
I have not seen it, but I see it on the Crunchyroll.
I say shonen, but it looks kind of dark. That's pretty standard.
It is
for his
shonen.
audience.
Hmm.
I mean, technically, Jujutsu Kaisen's shonen too, or something.
I mean, just a breath of fresh air where you don't have to deal with isekai BS.
Right?
Oh, come on. The Isekai is
Hey,
amazing, though.
I need
I
a break
love
from
the
fantasy
Isekai.
stories every now and then too.
Isekai is, I mean, it is still like a fantasy story, but it's just not like an isekai. Isekai is being way too overused. It's kind of getting bland.
Speak for
I've,
yourself.
I've been seeing a lot of good fantasy animes recently that weren't isekai though, so things have kind of like started bouncing out between isekai and just straight fantasy stories.
Yeah, I just
So,
have too many Isekai to watch before I get bored,
um,
I guess.
I actually did just finish one this week, which was an isekai. I started it like Thursday, and I got kind of hooked on it, knocked it out. The wrong way to use healing magic.
Yeah.
It was actually way better than I thought it would be.
It is. That one I like a lot.
It's got
I,
a good production on it, on top of just having a fun story and fun characters.
mm-hmm. But
Oh, second, he's in chat.
welcome second.
But
Uh,
Second,
today I started watching one that's not a fantasy. Um, I mean not a isekai, but it's definitely a fantasy. Where I the show. Why does High Dive hide the titles?
we need to start season 2 of Made in Abyss, though. I've been wanting to watch
We
it.
do need to start watching that.
Yeah.
I have
God,
not watched Made in Abyss. Funnily
oh,
enough.
here it is.
It,
My gift
it is
level
not.
9999 unlimited gotcha.
I've heard of it.
He got betrayed. Now he's out for revenge.
That's, that's just like half of the fantasy stuff
Yeah, no,
nowadays.
I mentioned this like a month or two ago that majority of isekai fantasy stories these days are cathartic revenge stories, where like either I was kicked out of party or in this one they actually tried to, and I've actually read a bit of the manga, but it's definitely a revenge story. He doesn't just want to like show them up. He wants to actually kill his because because of what they do to him in episode. It happens pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, I also recently went back, and Cobalt loved this. I watched a slice of life anime called School Babysitters again, and
Babysitter.
yep, it was amazing again. It's one of those that I'll probably watch like once a year, just because of how well
I
made it was. It was so good.
I watched the first episode of the the cool guy anime you
Mm-hmm.
recommended.
Yeah,
It was okay. It was okay.
it's a slow pace. I like slow pace
Well,
anime though.
it is slow. It's probably a show I'm going to watch as I'm getting ready for bed because you could definitely fall asleep. Not saying it's boring, but definitely like chill out, relax in the show.
Yep.
But the only off-putting thing is really just every character being cute the entire show. Like even the guy, he's just being cute constantly. It's
That's
like
the point.
with his little snowman popping off, it's like, oh
Yeah. I will say recently when we watched Cleavitus, that one I actually really enjoyed.
yeah,
And
I was like, this is really good.
I'm really hoping for season 2.
Like
Yeah.
you had a real anti-hero character for the main character. Didn't just kill mercilessly, but like had the and it was a good show. I liked it.
It's confirmed a season 2 will stream on Crunchyroll. It does not have a release date though. But yeah, that one was
I'm waiting
great.
for Down season 3 though.
Yeah. Rising of the Shield Heroes season 4 was good.
Eh,
Enjoyed it. Y'all
I haven't
can
watched it yet. I haven't
y'all
watched it
can
yet.
scoff all you want. I don't read, so it was good.
No, I was just they really they made me mad. The whole tortoise fight, they really it didn't have the scale it was supposed to. It just pissed me off.
I don't care because it's good. And I
It
don't
was mid.
watch. I do not watch. I mean, I don't read, so I do not have disappointment.
Season 4 kind of felt a little bit disconnected in Shield Hero, but it's a good series, and I've seen a panel of the manga back in 2011, so
Mm-hmm.
I have a special place for that series in my heart.
Yep. Another one, My Dress Up Darling season 2. Again, amazing. Needs a season 3 now, and I hate that they keep this going, but I also love it at the same time.
Oh, I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Yep. My mind's telling me no.
Rather than what you watch it, how about what you this could also apply to memes. What y'all think about the Freyrin the upward angle meme?
It was all. It's good.
Don't understand.
It, it just somebody posted a bad picture of Freyrin looking
Well,
up.
they were doing their best, okay?
Yeah, now it's a meme. Have you seen the one where Fern gets blasted by her double, and then somebody does a cut to her just taking that picture and then doing a flip, so it flips it the opposite direction. It looks like she's watching Fern just fly. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know where I
can.
Yeah, I don't know how I can find that again because it was on Reddit. It's gone forever. Once I find something on once I find Reddit, I can't find it again. So
you know the meme of Vegeta looking up at the rain? Somebody took that
Mhm.
and they just pasted Freyrin's hair and clothes on top of Vegeta.
Yeah.
That's fucking good.
I do love memes, but something that this hold on, I'm gonna see if I recommend it. I'll just make it my recommended for later, so I don't have to talk about it now because I don't think I did recommend this yet.
Well, but then we're still on the numbers topic. I'm gonna throw a bomb here. That might get a little bit of hate, but I would say arguably the 6-7 meme is on the same level as 69 and 420.
I don't think
You
that
think
it
it's
is.
on the same level?
I don't believe it's on those
It's-
two levels.
It's
Which meme is he talking about?
6-7.
I don't believe it is because 69 is a sexual position that's going to be the air for as long as people are doing that.
Well,
420 is about smoking, and that's been around for a very long time. I would maybe put it on the same level as 9 plus 10 being 21, and that's just because it's a specific reference to a thing in pop culture at the time, and multiple people then make jokes
Okay.
based off of that.
Well,
I heard 6-7.
6-7 is from a song by Skrilla, Doot Doot 6-7. But
Okay.
regardless of the where it's from, it's basically just kids saying it because parents don't understand the meme, and then
Um,
that's what's funny about it.
the
But
other thing
the
is,
only
is
difference is that 6 9 and 420 has been long enough that now kind of like people know about it.
Yeah,
That's the sole difference. Back then, they didn't know what like those meant.
yeah.
but even today, the generation that grew up with the 6-9 meme, though, like if you say 69 around a guy or even some women, they go nice. It's like an understood joke.
Yeah. Plus,
Well,
just correcting you a little bit. 69 is not the name of the thing. That's a slang created. The actual term is umbrella. Just
Is it?
Okay.
for-
Okay. I'm gonna say you're right because there's different names for different positions all across the world referencing the same thing or being very similar. So
That's
whatever
true.
you wish to call it, you're right as long as you are doing objectively the same thing.
but anyways, Pat. So the real meme of 6-7 is to like basically say 6-7 where it's not supposed to be, and then people are like, "What do they mean by 6?" And it's literally just a song lyric, and that's
So
about it.
it's kind of like
It,
the game.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's the
It's
game,
the
but
ugly for
instead
guys,
of
which is why
saying
it
the
brings it up.
game, they just say 6-7. Yeah, it's the
See,
new kids game.
to be fair, that was cringe back in our day too. So that makes sense.
The game,
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
the
I
game
didn't
was
even know it until a
cringe,
friend.
so I mean,
I didn't even know until a friend explained to me, like, dude, why I keep seeing the game? Like, oh, it's a thing, and like, if you remember the game, you lose. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. They when they brought Punch Hole back, that was weird to me because that was like right before that was before my time, and then they brought it back. It's the one where you put the circle with the three
Below your knee, yeah,
below your knee.
or something.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, no,
that
that's just called. We just called it the circle game.
okay. Well, used to it was called Punch Hole, and you made a circle with your hands, and if it was below your waist or whatever, then you got to free punch somebody. Um,
Dude,
but
These people bringing back the Forever Alone and those games.
yeah.
look, my sister was always one of those meme games. Like she loved these nuts jokes when she was in high school. She did the circle game, the punch hole. One day, like years later, like like I'm in my 30s and she's like in her late 30s. I was like, "Hey, Riss." I sent her a text message. Hey, Riss, what? And I sent a picture of me with my making a circle below my knee, and she's like, "You son of a bitch!" It's just it runs deep.
Yeah, I would say my childhood, the thing was awkward animals. Do y'all know what those are?
I'm not sure.
No.
Okay, yeah, it's like hands.
yeah, there's like the awkward turtle or whatever.
So
Oh
That's everyone's
yeah,
favorite.
is that like
Come on,
Passion Frog and stuff?
I guess me and you are what, like 8 months apart, Cobalt. So that makes sense that,
Like
that we.
Yeah.
The difference is,
Velociraptor and
I'm a whole different country. We have different things. Like
Yeah,
the
we
punch
had
one is
awkward jellyfish
and
was probably the most
kind of
famous.
universal. But like
Oh yeah,
we
people
don't
did
have,
that one too.
but yeah, we don't have the animal one. We had the blue bug,
Wait,
where if you see the
you went
blue bug,
robot.
you have to yell the. Oh,
I think you're back now, but we didn't hear the first part of what you said.
okay.
I've heard
Yeah, I
it
said
was
that we don't have
different
the animal
continent.
ones, but we do have like the blue buggy. If you see a blue bug drive by, you have to yell blue buggy, and then you, I kid you
Okay.
not, you punch your
punch bug?
friend.
No, no, no. That's punch buggy here, but what we're talking about is when you do a handshake or you're about to do a high five, you
Oh
say,
yeah.
yeah, then you do awkward jellyfish, which is where you go to a high five, but then you like do a jellyfish with your hand and say
Oh,
awkward jellyfish.
bloop.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
no, we have that, but we don't do it like all of those that kind of feel
Yeah.
like Astra.
Oh, I thought it was for a fist bump.
Yeah, that one can be turkey, awkward turkey, because if you do a fist bump, then yeah, or you can do the turtle, which is kind of a hard one because you got to have both people in on that one, where you do awkward turtle, go face
Yeah, I
down,
don't know
turn
these
your
moves.
hands over. See, that was the big thing in my childhood. So
We had pencil fighting and rock paper scissors.
yeah, I don't know. The generation grew up in like took things from the generations before and then like added stuff a lot. So,
But
but
speaking of like memes versus other countries, I actually want to have a conversation with Douglas since he lives close to Vietnam about American Vietnam memes versus how his country like sees the history of the whole situation. Because I actually want to have that conversation.
yeah,
Because I mean, like I was watching a video with them, and there was a lot of Vietnam War memes, and I actually want to have like
back in
I want to talk to him about that. Like how does any of this make sense since you actually live in the region?
like whenever since I work in a grocery store, every time I hear the tune to "All I Want for Christmas You," I get Vietnam flashbacks.
Just
But
20 miles there.
yeah,
Right back
but
in those fields.
that's
You know, no, that kind of reminds me. I was playing. There's a certain joke in Family Guy of where Quagmire just he has like flashbacks whenever he hears the song "Fortune Son" because that's all he
Oh,
could listen to back when he was in Vietnam.
uh,
And I played a different game where it was like a high difficulty where we just kept dying and had to like restart the segment over,
hmm
and they kept playing the song "Fortune Son," so that just reminded me of that joke.
yeah,
I mean, it's either Credence or Jimi Hendrix played in any Vietnam. So pick your poison.
yeah.
Fortunate Son is the song.
But also recently watched a TV show. I've got to actually go into my Hulu and remember what it is because I do not. See, this is the thing. I go through TV and then I just completely forget what I had seen. Um,
Speaking of Hulu, though, sorry to cut you up, but there's an anime on there we need to watch. It's only on Hulu or Disney Plus. It's like the Yozakura Family Mission or some shit.
I've heard of it and watched it, but why in the world can I not? Is there no history on Hulu? The heck?
It's
I guess not. Where do I see my history?
actually kind of long. 27 episodes on season.
Ah, here we
This is
go.
the season.
Well, I mean, been watching a few Gordon Ramsay show, like a Blast from the Past, Gordon Ramsay's Secret Service, which is I like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. I was saying, me and my dad finished season one of Landman with Billy Bob Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
The show is just like 50% him ranting about stuff, and the other 50% is either family drama or ocean violations. Amazing.
Sounds like it is for you.
Go ahead.
Seeing Criminal Minds, not done with that one. It's like 17 seasons, so. But Criminal Minds is good. We're gonna watch the movie, which is on Hulu, called Sisu. I don't know if anyone has
I've
looked
heard of
into
it.
that. Yeah, that one's after Nazis steal his gold, an ex-commando turned one-man death squad. So it's like John Wick style.
We
But
might need to group watch that. Oh yeah, somebody's in the trailer. I saw like a brief ad for it today. It said like it's like better than John Wick, and I'm like, please don't compare yourself to. That's just
well, it's getting
that
a
tells me that
second
you don't have
movie.
faith in your product.
It's
If
getting
you're
a
gonna compare
second
yourself to.
movie, so we're gonna watch it, and then we're gonna go see the other one in theaters. So, yeah,
Yeah, I want to. I wouldn't mind watching a good action down.
Sorry about that one. I'm gonna watch it with Ange because we're gonna go
No,
see
that's
it in
fine.
theaters.
I have Hulu, so I can, unless it's like you gotta have like the ultimate Hulu Plus package or some shit, I can watch it.
Yeah. If you don't have it, I can let you use
No, I
mine.
have a Hulu account.
No, I meant
After
like if you can't watch it, I'll let you watch it on mine.
oh, okay, I was gonna say because after I watch either that and that anime, I'm probably gonna cancel the account. Can't get it.
Well, I've got an account. You can cancel it anytime. I'll just stream it.
Eh,
Now, if Netflix, I don't have anymore because they stopped. We got it for Squid Game, and then so since we watched that, we
well,
stopped.
and what was that? The Delicious in Dungeon
Yeah, we watched that while we were watching Squid Game. So
and the other show we watched that was about the assassin.
yeah.
Oh, and the Isekai OG-san Uncle show, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
I will say High Dive has a few anime that I've been like Maiden Abyss was on there, so I watched their whenever through your account and whatnot.
They got a few decent exclusives on there.
Yeah, I need to watch Call of the Night because I don't think that's one that everyone wants to see, but I do.
Might watch it.
Anybody else got anything before we head to the last topic of tonight?
I haven't really been watching anything. I've just been listening to my audiobooks.
What kind of books we?
What you been listening to?
Oh, god. The most recent one is kind of a weird one. It's called Tree of Aeons.
I'm looking it up now.
So it is a reincarnation book, but
Oh, it was a fairy.
the guy was like caught up in a summoning for like heroes, some other world or whatever. But he didn't qualify for that because he was too old. So he had to spin a wheel and he reincarnated as a spirit tree.
Nice.
So he lives in the world where like heroes and demon kings fight, but it's all from the perspective of a tree.
Oh, okay.
So
That
it's like
explains the cover of the 5 books I'm looking at.
I like how it says on the wiki Aeon, formerly Tree. Matt.
yeah, so whenever he was
My name is Tree. Hello.
because he was a tree, right? Like he didn't use his human name and he hadn't really come up with a new name for himself. Like there was this elven village that he got planted in at one point, and most of the village got wiped out except for a few adults and one very, very young child. At one point, the child asked him what his name was. He was like, huh, I don't know. I don't really have one, I guess. And then they just started calling him Tree. But I like it.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I'll have to tell Ange about that one. She'd probably like it.
Would you listen to an Audible?
Nah, man. There's people that have that on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll probably. I might look that up myself because I need something to listen to every now and then. I've been listening to people like describe or review manga
Wait,
because
all books
I'm
are
tired
on
of listening
YouTube?
to news.
Since we're on books, was it one book
I
I'm
don't
currently
know how many are
rereading?
on there, but there's a lot of them. Not necessarily supposed to be.
If you could send me a link to the one that you listen to, and I'll give that one a look.
Yeah, one book I'm currently rereading
Is it
right
Kevin
now,
TV?
no, is Your Hub
No,
Boys
I was
by Yoko
talking.
Taro.
I was talking to Cobalt, but yeah, Yokotaro.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin TV is the one I'm.
Kevin's the guy that.
It's a lot of hours.
That's fine. I spent like a better part of a week listening to Warhammer lore.
I will
That's a
say-
rabbit hole to go down, bro.
I will say
It's a rabbit hole.
the Warhammer you suggested that's free. It's like a $30 game. My gosh, I'm surprised that went free. The Vermintide.
Sorry, I was pressing
Warhammer.
off button. I think it is
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Is it? Hold on, let me. Where is this?
Free
Warhammer
suggestions.
Vermintide.
Yeah,
I
Vermintide
thought I
2.
looked at it. Praise
If you
suggestion.
you need to go to if you go to my Steam channel, it's in the Steam suggestions, and it'll comments on the praise suggestions.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
will.
didn't.
I need to go
I didn't
get on
look at
Ann's
this.
Steam and download it because I'll forget.
I gotta
But
do
I,
it.
I'm always looking out for those free games because poor Fuji's doesn't have the staple income and any get.
yeah. What's
Yeah, hold on. I'll give
how
you
do
the
you
least added
find
to
all
my
these
library.
free ones?
Well, after you look them up enough, you start getting Google recommendations for articles that say, "Hey, this game's free," and then I just click on it. It's all about manipulating the algorithm.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Well, what was the one you said again, Willem? Since we forgot immediately.
Uh, it's called Yorha Boys. This is by Yoko Taro. It's in the same universe as the Nier series he's
How
been
do you
making.
spell it?
Uh, Y O.
YORHA.
Yes, there you go. Yorha, and then just boys. B-O-Y.
Yeah, right.
It's
That's what the near robots people are called.
Oh, okay. It's a near.
like TV. She's
Okay.
a Yorha.
it's in the same universe as the Nier games. But this is set before uh, the two game. Well, before Nier Automata and presumably some point after Nier Replicant. Where it is the androids, and it's about the male squad, an all-male squad unit, because most of the
It's
Yorha
Spare
models
Mm,
are,
M Squadron.
yeah, it's most of the Yorha models, androids you see in the game and throughout the story are mostly female.
Well,
So this is them putting their first experimental all-male unit.
in the near Automata, like most of the combatants were like two were like female, like the hand to hand combat specialist. But Nines was kind of he was a male, but he was more specialized in hacking. He could do hand
He
to
was a
hand
scout
combat.
unit. That was
Yeah,
what it.
he could do
But
CQC, but he was more about intel and shit.
yeah, there even in the like in the very beginning, you'd meet someone who's just completely called uh is it nine?
Yeah, they
And
call him
afterwards
Nines.
no, not nines. It's
Oh,
just nine. His nines is his nickname that he wants to be called, but this is like before him, before he was created, because he's not ever mentioned in the story.
I didn't realize
Uh,
you were talking about your story, not near Automata. My bad.
yeah, in the book it's all before the game, all male unit, and they're even prelude to something before uh, them, where there's where presumably the humans are still around, and they have this certain unit called Nine, and this other unit called Two, and afterwards there's an explosion, and then something happens, and
yeah.
then there's more to the story. Uh, and it's told from each sometimes from different perspectives of the members in the squad.
Yeah.
It's a good
All
read.
right. Well, second. Sorry, I missed it. He was saying Arc Knight's anime is kind of fire. Um, I don't know
Watching
if I
that.
can get into those types. Like, Cancole was the only one that I actually watched and was okay, but the ones that come from games or the whatever they are, like Genshin Impact and all that, I don't know if I can get into those anime.
Wait, I
But
watched the Blue Archive, but it has nothing to do with the fact that Aru was there.
therefore, it's no good.
No bias at all.
No, but
I mean, I
oh,
also watched the Guns Frontline. Guns Frontline was kinda nice. It was pretty much so-so.
see, I
I
thought that would be kind of like Gunslinger Girl, which I wanted to watch. That's an older anime. Pat, we may have to do that sometime. I feel like
got this one.
you'd enjoy for Gunslinger Girl, but
You know what's an old anime that I kind of feel ashamed that I've never watched since Claymore.
oh, Claymore's so good. I'm up for
Yeah, I know,
rewatching
but
that.
I actually have a story about this too. I was visiting a friend in Texas, and they brought me to an anime store, and he said something along the lines of, "I'm pretty sure Patrick could name anything that comes across because I watch so much anime." I was like, "Look, I was talking to him. I said, look, just because I've seen a lot doesn't mean that's Claymore. It doesn't mean I know everything that comes across the TV." I was like, I hadn't even seen Claymore, but just know
Yeah.
see it.
Now, I will say, like, there's a lot of. It gets a lot of flack online for being not as good as its source material. But again, I have never read or whatever its source material, so
Neither have I.
so so the anime was amazing to me. Yeah, but
One thing I look forward regarding like games that become an anime. Oh yeah, also Princess Connect was one that I watched. It's pretty good.
I haven't
oh
seen it, but it
yeah,
looked fun.
Princess with Connect was decent.
Yeah, is Limbus, not necessarily Limbus Project, the company behind it, said that they wanted to make a anime. I don't know if it's like about the universe or like specifically for Limbus, but that's something I'm kind of looking forward if they do decide to do it, because now
I
they have the funds to do so.
Yeah, I would like to see them do a lobotomy company anime because there's a good story there if they want to pull it out.
Lobotomy Corporation definitely has a lot of things it can pull from. They
Yeah,
did as I believe they did. There's a spin-off manga series, short series.
Yeah, it's a web series, but it got discontinued. I mean, even though it was finished, there was I don't remember because I think it was fine with the artist. I just think someone somewhere, I think like the Chinese part of the community was having a beef with something regarding it, so they just decided to take everything out of the air.
yeah. All right.
Um,
Oh,
hold on. One last thing on that. Has anybody video game anime adaptation? Anybody else watch Rage of Bahamut?
I want to,
Doesn't
but
sound
I have
familiar.
not.
that
I enjoyed
sounds
that show.
familiar.
It's got one of my favorite intro songs of any anime. It's like very heavy metal.
I have not seen this, but I
The
definitely
duality
have.
of man.
I knew some friends that hated the sequel because they didn't like the design of the main female character in the sequel to that show. They really pissed them off.
Is that the Genesis Rage of Bahamut Genesis?
Yeah, Rage of Bahamut Genesis.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that
there's a follow up season to it too. I think it had a different name. It was like Rage of
Virgin
Bahamut
Soul.
something else. Maybe.
Yeah, I like how you want to watch it for the metal. I want to watch it because of the dance scene I sent in the chat.
Well, the dance scene is one of the things that pissed them off in the second season. So
All right.
everybody has mixed emotions about that show, I guess.
Well, moving on to our hot take of the week. And I actually, for once, know this one's a hot take because there have been conversations not in this podcast or channel, but there have been conversations had IRL with people, and maybe it's maybe it's just me, maybe it's not, but I do not believe philosophy in and of itself can actually be taught.
The
Okay.
thing
Eh,
for me is that philosophy can vary from person to person.
And that's what
You
I
can,
mean.
yeah, you can teach someone how to think as long as they're also willing to learn, right? Because there's gonna be people that are gonna be ignorant and not like, I don't care. Why would I waste my time like that, right? I don't have time to do that.
it's like I guess I would have to kind of disagree on that one because like philosophy is not really. You can teach people how to think critically to a certain extent,
That's not
and how to
philosophy.
think philosophically to a certain extent. Like it's not philosophy in itself is not an answer.
It's not a linear
It's
line of thought.
yeah, it's just like a
So-
way of thinking about things.
So
like you can train someone how to think a certain way.
Yeah.
so this is why
Hold
I'm
on.
You just
disagreeing.
can't make them have the same conclusion as you. But
Well,
that's
so
not
this-
the goal of teaching philosophy.
This is why I disagree that philosophy can be taught, because you're not teaching them philosophy, you're teaching them your philosophy, which is
And
not
if you do it
teaching.
wrong, yes.
I there is no way to take your philosophy out of your teaching. Therefore, you cannot teach philosophy. You can only give them the tools to find their own, and at that point, it cannot be on a grade. Like, no one should ever get an F in philosophy. Everyone should just get a passing grade immediately.
Well,
I would say it's more of like if there is a participation, right?
yeah,
you don't
it's
participate,
more of
then-
like a participation thing.
I
You
get
can't
that,
really.
but like, you can't say somebody who just completely disagrees with Socrates is wrong. No one who disagrees with anybody in philosophy is wrong, because everyone has their own.
Right, but the
Now,
way
if-
you would be scored is not do you agree with Socrates? It's why do you agree?
I get that, but the answer is
requires
still
you to
correct.
Answer the why.
But
If
the
you
answer
don't-
is still correct, regardless of what your
You're not-
answer is.
Well, that depends. You have to be able to explain it. If you can't explain your answer, then you're not actually participating. So the grade would be based on your ability to explain it.
I kind of partially disagree, because what if you just wanted an open-ended philosophy without an answer? Then they'd have to accept it. Now, whether they want to or not, that's a different thing. Because, like, saying there is no answer to anything is also a philosophy.
So that is so that would also be fine. You can not actually define an answer by explaining
that you don't define
why
an answer.
both sides, like showing your evaluation of both sides, right? Like you're not necessarily being graded on your philosophy, you're being graded on your ability to present your thoughts. You do have to
Which-
present something. You can't just present, well, I don't know. Or
Why
you
not?
can't just
That
present, I agree or
that's
I disagree.
that's
You
where I
have to- you have to
disagree.
explain it.
That's where I disagree. I don't know is a correct answer in philosophy. So
Sort of. It's
It-
yes,
any
but no. You still have. It's. You
I
have to prove your
literally
thought
s-
process.
You could say you,
You
don't
have to
know,
show
but then
the
you have
thought
to explain,
process,
like, where is
though.
it that your point of failing?
what if the
Yeah, so, like,
what
you-
if the point is I don't know where my point of failing is. Therefore, that is my answer. I don't know.
Well, then you
Purpose
haven't
it-
put
you
in the
explored it.
effort.
And exactly, what if my
We have a
philosophy
college
is I
student
don't?
right here. We could get
Oh
opinions
no,
on
I
it.
don't like college students on philosophy.
Yeah,
Actually,
come on, speak.
Double, do you feel attacked?
Hey, yes.
yes,
You
Yes,
should feel
all-
attacked. Honestly, college is garbage right now.
yes, it is.
Well, he doesn't go to American college. He goes to Thailand.
That's
right?
irrelevant.
It's I was gonna say that's even worse.
Oh dear.
Fuck you.
These guys, there's just some
I-
homegrown guys who can't
I
stand these
just
college
joined
kids.
the call. Instantly, I'm getting attacked.
Alright,
No.
What's going on?
Well,
Fucking
to be
bro.
fair, Pat
Spoke
kind
up
of
angrily.
Pat did intro you as a college student, and we're talking
Well, y'all talking about
philosophy.
which is a big
I
thing
mean,
in
it's
college, so
not,
I figured
you're
it was
not
perfect.
wrong.
Which should yeah, which I will say in college, philosophy should not be a big thing outside of like the only thing I can say philosophy is good for would be in a like psych degree almost, and at that point it would be the only thing they should ever ask in philosophy is how do you feel, and then that be it. That's the only question on the quiz.
I don't know about the states, but psychology is taught in high school as well. Like we have a class in psychology, and it's actually required by law that every school teaches psychology during high school
Oh wow.
because like we're like basically
Whoever did that needs to
so
be shot.
Pretty
no.
much.
There's a reason for this. There's a reason for this. The reason is that
It's a bad
back
reason.
during like the 1960s, 1970s, we had a prime minister. We don't have a president because the country is a monarch. The prime minister has basically he wanted to like develop the country, right? In order to do that, the most effective way for a country to unite and like become like in work in unison or work together and not
Is
hate
to
each
kill the
other is
opposition.
yes by creating ultra patriotism and racism and instilling racism into the people. So
That's
it
nationalism, sir.
yeah, nationalism, ultra nationalism, and racism, basically. Like they made the people unite under the Thai banner and hate surrounding countries. They made us hate Myanmar. They made us hate. They made us like super like racist against Lao people and Cambodians, and it worked kind of like it made the country develop very fast. We because people unite under a common enemy, right? So the country developed very fast compared to like it's like we elevated ourselves from a third world country to a second world country in a span of 20 years.
Well, put his
But
term
what
Power of
limit is great.
racism.
According to
what
you,
ends up
but yes.
but also as a byproduct of this, we cannot have the people simply refuse to work with like there's this thing called ASEAN, like Association of Southeast Asian Nations, right? And we are the people of Thailand like basically simply refuses to work with people from other countries surrounding us because we think everyone is lesser than us. And
Okay.
so because of that, we had to completely revamp the curriculum. Like so because this current generation of Thai people, like basically it's we're done for, right? So they had to revamp the curriculum, remove all the racist stuff from the books, and make and have like professionally taught sorry, professionally licensed psychologists
Doesn't
teach in
exist.
it's well that's your
They
opinion.
have a degree.
They have a degree and have them teach
Yeah.
psychology to like high school students because we want to basically have them learn what empathy is, what sociopathy is,
Uh,
all this stuff so that
Okami
they
doesn't believe in
like
empathy.
yeah, I don't.
basically have kids like be able to think for themselves what they can really
Disagree.
feel
Hard
rather
disagree.
than
They don't want them to
well
think for themselves. They want them to think what they want them to think. That is why you have
yeah
teachers.
but that's well in order to because like the current government is really pushing for the country to elevate Thailand from a second world country to a first world country. It's a big step, and we need free thinkers basically, not
Yeah,
you know
anybody that actually goes off standards is going to lose. So if you put yourself on a second world country standard and just not say we're a first world country that just needs to be better, you're never going to get there. But I also think, like, how do you know you're not a third world country and stuff like that? Quit going off of the other world standards. Make your own.
I think it's the
But
GDP index, no?
according to who? Because according to some people, you would be actually a first world country. But yeah, that's the hard part with that. I would say for y'all's standards, say what you want, and then
Well,
try to be better.
I
But
looked
yeah,
at the term second world country, and it says a largely obsolete originating from the Cold War to describe countries aligned with the Soviet Union, primarily communist and socialist states in Eastern Europe and parts of Asia. And that included China, North Korea, and Vietnam.
nice job going to Google.
I mean,
See,
that's
I'm
just
a
the basic
second world
definition. I'm
country.
saying so. I don't know how this applies to Thailand.
Oh, that's. I was just saying, there's no first world to through third world. I don't know how they define all that. Is kind of
Probably UN
dumb.
standard.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, and they need to, like, each country needs to stop trying to strive for one or the other and just do better. Like, even the United States, I think, needs to do better. But I think we need to just stop with the standards altogether. But that's me. Oh well, but that's why. But to say that your country needs, like, needs philosophy or any type of psychology to save its kids, that sounds just straight indoctrination. To me, it does, at least. I'm not
I
saying.
wouldn't say that because think about how united the United States people were with their patriotism, quote unquote. Because we
Depends on
basically
who
had a
you
common
talk
belief.
to, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had a common belief in America that kept us united through hard times. And sure, there were people who are a little more selfish than others, but everybody is to a certain extent. But we don't really see that much these days.
What? I don't know what you're.
I'm saying everybody say the country's very divided right now in general, which I think is really just mostly loud minorities screaming at each other. But still, it doesn't feel like people have the unity that we back like 20, 30 years ago.
See, yeah. I I don't know. That's a hard. Um.
And,
Uh,
and look, part of the reason I'm saying that is also because there's been a big push for like cultural identity and stuff for your own culture is more important than being an American citizen type shit going on.
okay, so here's something that I looked it up on Google because you brought Google into this. But a first world country is a highly developed, industrialized, and wealthy nation, and then they add with a democratic government.
Huh?
And
Okay, well,
I
after reading
highly
the definition of the
disagree.
second,
That has nothing to do with a first world country.
well, that's why I read that one off of Google. It said basically anybody
Yeah,
associated with the Soviet Union or communism was considered a second world country. That's
yeah.
basically just the UN saying, "Hey, since you're not a democracy and you're not part of the UN, you're a second world country."
I mean, isn't? Let me see here. What is China considered? Are they not considered a first world country?
They're in second world country definition.
Really?
By definition,
Yeah,
yes, second
yeah.
world.
By the
But
definition off of Google, that's what it was.
Huh.
I said that at
Well,
the bottom right there. Countries like China, North Korea, and Vietnam are considered second world countries. They're communist and they were allied with the Soviet, which is
oh,
considered an obsolete way to run a country. Is what they describe it as.
yeah.
Basically, it's somebody's philosophy saying that how they feel about China.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Democratic, and then they have Israel listed? Okay, then.
Ooh.
Yeah. All I'm saying.
we're gonna have a long night.
They
We're gonna
are
have a long night.
they are
Ooh.
run by the United States.
Motherfuckers gotta go to
which is a
bed.
democratic
Hey, the
country.
United States isn't a democratic run place, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, we got some democratic
Are they not?
institutions, but we're
No, we're
what's the
we're we're a democratic republic. We are not a
No,
democratic state.
we're a
We are a
constitutional
republic.
with democratic.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Institutions.
Constitutional republic.
Yeah, so
We're not
all
a
the positions of
democratic
government
state.
are actually voted for, so it's not a true democracy.
But yeah. But they just don't care about the definitions. But back to our philosophy debate, which is the actual
We'll
thing.
go get some more chili. I'll be right back.
He has to be full for this one. But philosophy cannot be taught. And that's my position. I would say the concept of philosophy in and of itself everybody should already have. They just might not understand that, but that doesn't mean they don't have a philosophy themselves. Everyone has a philosophy. But
I think philosophy. I mean,
do you
don't,
believe you
kids
need to read a
don't
book?
Just be born.
Do you
and,
believe you need to read a book to have philosophy?
Yeah, they should.
Okay,
But
highly disagree.
No, okay. It if you never teach philosophy to someone, right? They may come up with their own conclusions if their brain is capable.
What is
The problem
philosophy?
with not teaching it at all is that we wouldn't be any different from animals because some people are
Disagree.
incapable of coming up with their own philosophy.
I disagree.
I mean, you're applying a standard where everyone is intelligent enough to come up with their own philosophy, which I think is a great idea.
Philosophy does not have a standard, therefore everyone does.
Yeah, but you're applying your own, basically your own standard. You're applying.
No, there is no standard. Standard
that's what I'm
does.
saying. That
but
is literally your
Dubla,
standard by saying that there is no
incorrect.
standard, that
Incorrect.
everyone is capable of coming up with their own philosophy or should come up with their own philosophy. You're applying your own standard by assuming everyone should be capable of.
No, I'm saying that philosophy does not require a standard. Therefore, a monkey can have philosophy. Anyone can have philosophy. Anything that is living and has thinking capacity can have philosophy.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know about that, but
well, what is your definition of philosophy?
Philosophy is how a person lives their life, right?
Disagree.
Okay, then explain to me what you think philosophy is.
Philosophy is anything they want it to be. Because philosophy does not exist.
Then why couldn't
so
that
your definition of philosophy is free thought, right?
Philosophy is
no.
meant to be like a standard by which somebody does things, or how they think about things.
So explain to me who taught what books did Dionysius read to have philosophy? And if you answer anything except for nothing because he did not read, then you
trick question. He didn't need any books because books were not invented by then.
Exactly. Therefore, he had any philosophy that
he could he could have read.
It's taught word to mouth, which still means he's learned it from somewhere.
He did not. He rejected all of society and lived in a barrel.
Well,
and then he's seen as one of the greatest philosophers ever.
Okay, we're going off based on assumptions, right? So he had to. He did just be born from a stone or like a stork delivering him from the sky, right? He had to be born from a mother, and
okay, so you're saying he got taught by his mom.
Regardless of how you would spin this, he had to have learned it from somewhere. Like, it doesn't matter if your mother is like a crackhead who smokes crack all day and teaches you nothing. That still teaches you something. It teaches you that some people are just shitty parents, or it teaches you that having a baby literally changes.
Can disagree, but yeah.
Yeah. So you've learned something.
No.
from somewhere. Like there's
I
an
ag-
imprint.
I agree,
I,
but that's not the whole thing,
that's
right?
not philosophy, though.
Yeah, but
Phil-
but that's what you said, right? You have to have you a person has to have their own philosophy, and it cannot be learned from somewhere. But I feel like the way people think is really influenced by learning it from somewhere. So they can't just come up with their own like out of nothing.
Uh,
It doesn't make sense. Something has to come from somewhere. It's learned. It has to be learned.
okay, if you're gonna say that, then we don't need philosophy at all, and it's just like living life and learning.
That is a
Technically,
philosophy.
yeah,
Living life of learning
technically,
is a philosophy.
But I'm saying we don't need it in schools. Then it doesn't need to be taught.
I mean, most of the time I see
technically it does.
philosophy, it's just like a college course where people are discussing thought. Like, and again,
Yeah,
this
and
is
I
like more
highly
towards
disagree.
like
It's a waste of
psychology and
money.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a waste of
No,
money.
but
I
that's up
100%
to the
agree.
people who's paying for the course if they want to take a philosophy course. And what
Except for
like
it's
it's a waste
required,
of money or
and
anything.
I hated it.
No, I agree.
What,
Philosophy shouldn't
Oh, it
like
was.
be a
Yeah,
mandatory
for
yeah,
thing.
that
me,
Yeah,
it,
that's
sucks.
kind of dumb.
yep.
Yeah, then that's your personal experience of your disinterest or dislike
No,
or something.
I don't think it ever should be required for anything.
Yeah,
But
you know, I
at the
agree. I
same
had
time,
philosophy. I didn't learn anything from philosophy in school. I learned more about philosophy about measuring my own experiences with observing like what I was like
well,
where I was in life and what I wanted to do moving forward, as well comparing to other people's experiences.
according to you, according
Yes,
to
according to me.
anybody else, it could be you have never learned philosophy in your life. And
Technically, yeah,
therefore,
because the
yeah, but that's
school
what I'm saying is like
got me to.
philosophy, like that. This is the
Philosophy.
point:
Because the
is philosophy
classes with
cannot
some
be
measure of
taught.
was it the state, was it the province? He did learn philosophy.
Diogenes, he was from a wealthy family, and then they got you know
Jaded. He
destroyed.
felt jaded, so he rejected society or something, right? That's what you're saying.
No, he was from a wealthy family. They got caught in some type of like Roman. Here, let me read it. Prosperous
Wars.
family's life took a dramatic turn when he was involved in a scandal, the debasement of coinage, and have led in an event that led to his exile. Ultimately, his radical rejection of conventional values, and then he embraces a life of poverty and self-sufficiency on the streets. And he's seen as one of the best philosophers for his basically just being content in a barrel and like pooping and peeing on the street and people writing down what he did. But that's Diogenes. Fun guy, and I don't know why people even look to these people as good. Um, a lot of things wrong with a lot of original philosophers, and that's why. I don't know. I don't think it can be taught. I think it can be, philosophy is what you make it and how you live life, if you want to say that. But honestly, yeah, my main gripe is that it can't be taught. And people saying it can or claiming that they're smarter or anyway more knowledgeable in wisdom due to philosophy are the biggest liars.
Philosophy is something innate to the human being. Rather if you're aware of your own like ability
Depends
to
on what you believe
like do
philosophy is, but
philosophy.
yeah. Because again, that can be not innate, according to people that think it can be taught.
If you're teaching the concept of what philosophy is to a person, Diogenes is probably a good example because he basically, after being kicked out of the society that he was living in, he decided to just say screw morals and screw the philosophy of this country and just lived by his own. That can be just a cornerstone of teaching about philosophy, how it changes cultures.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if it's
guess
more treated more like a history class, that makes sense.
If it's a
the
history
philosophy is
class,
there.
call it history.
Yeah, the philosophy is there. It's more if you're aware of the philosophy you're innate, like have.
Again, I don't know what you're referring to. That's the hard part. When you say philosophy, what are you referring to? And then as soon as you give me an answer, I can say, well, the opposite's true, and therefore the correct answer can be anything. And that's why I don't believe philosophy can be taught.
I mean, that's your
Because
philosophy.
the
The
answer
opposite
is
philosophy might be
yes.
true.
The answer
Like
is
if you
always yes. You can
see,
just
this
you
is
should get 100% on every single philosophy thing you ever answer for college, for high
I mean,
school.
who hurt you?
Well, no one hurt me. That's the problem.
You sound really
Apparently,
jaded
I'm
about this,
not.
though, having
I'm
taken
not a
he had
philosophy
philosopher.
course.
said he didn't enjoy philosophy and high school. He
No,
didn't
no.
like it.
I enjoyed philosophy because I just tore down everything. That's fun to me to tear down professors who've lived their life trying to explain something, and then I say no, and it's in the end. Technically, I'm correct, but
But are you saying it? Are they wrong? You may be partially
I
correct,
never
but
said
are
they
they
were
wrong?
wrong. I just said
Then why?
no,
Yeah, then that's just you saying no
and I got 100%. But stuff like
by them because they said that they agreed with that your flow of
that
thought.
philosophy, yeah, my whole thing when I was in
Trash.
philosophy class was you can't teach it, please stop trying, and they gave me 100%.
I
But
think you may be redundant on that
well, yeah,
point.
because I was eloquent in my papers when I said it, and they have to agree because philosophy is not, it's not
Your
something.
tutor, your class is
What?
demoralizing. Please cease your activities.
Yeah, yes, basically.
Cease and
like
desist.
like yeah, I cannot stand people who claim that one, they're more knowledgeable or more intelligent or more wisdom than somebody else when talking about philosophy. Now, if you want to say like you're more street smart or something because like you know how to, make some money on the streets or something, that's completely different than philosophy that's doing something. But to look down on people or to um, gauge their intelligence due to philosophy, which is done a lot, especially in colleges and other things like that, and other places of learning, high school as well, is to completely like destroy what philosophy is actually supposed to be, which is essentially knowing oneself.
That's
But
just ego talk, like from the college students.
no, from the professors. No one should
Wait,
ever
that's
fail philosophy. In
well,
fact,
I'm saying like
there shouldn't even
yeah,
be professors of philosophy, but
yeah. The point I'm trying to get is if you're trying to make someone feel bad for not quote unquote not knowing philosophy, or because you assume your philosophy is better than whoever you're talking to, that is just being egoistic. That's not philosophy.
then therefore you can't teach it. And therefore
Yeah.
there should be no
Well,
teachers.
Like a big
I
ego
think
trip,
you
more or
had
less.
bad
Yeah,
teachers.
I would say that's not that you not cannot teach the philosophy. That's the teacher having an issue and being unable to teach philosophy.
Well, but if they don't give everybody 100%, unless it's based on history, which is not philosophy, I will not agree that is philosophy. Unless you
Yeah,
are just saying this is a
any
history
point,
class,
any subject of learning does relate to other things, and often history because we learn from the past.
I never disagreed with that, I don't think. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
I
you
mean,
can't
a
have a
portion of it
class of
is.
philosophy. You can't have a class called philosophy and then not get an 100% on. No one should be able to do that. That's all I was saying. So therefore, it cannot be taught. Now, if you want to say it's history of philosophy, fine. There we go.
Well,
Change
if you say
change the
it cannot
complete
be
topic.
taught, then so sorry to butt in, but like if like because philosophy is more than just a way somebody thinks, right? It's like teaching people what's right and what's wrong,
That depends on your
consequences,
philosophy.
reasoning, empathy.
That depends on your philosophy.
Yeah, but
I
like
mean,
if we can't teach that, then society would collapse because
No, you just
like
would not.
teaching your kids like, oh, you shouldn't do this or you should do this because it's right. You don't murder people because it's wrong. Like
That's not
this
philosophy.
is it
that,
is it is
No,
well,
philosophy.
no.
it kind of is, kind of
That's
isn't.
morality. That's not
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right and
philosophy.
Well,
wrong.
does
it's
morality fall under philosophy?
No.
Like I don't
you
really
can
think so.
say that's a country's philosophy
Well,
that we don't allow
you could
murder.
say anything falls under philosophy. I could say Nazism falls under philosophy.
Yeah, it's why we study
So
them.
no. I mean, like you can be a Nazi and be the most
Oh,
philosophical person ever
It's the most
because
philosophical.
it's a philosophy. That's what I'm saying. Is like you can say that everything falls under philosophy, but you cannot say that like morality is it. You morality is taught by parents and society or whatever, but it's not
Sometimes religion.
taught. Yeah,
Depends
or
on parents as well.
it true. I'm not going to just, that's not the discussion. The discussion is whether philosophy, you can't teach that because that could be, the biggest villain on earth is also philosophical.
He has his reasons for doing.
Yeah.
well
You
then
can't,
that falls under philosophy. I mean that's also taught
the,
actually. Like I remember one of my classes we talked about this. Like the way like some person might
what's
have
taught?
some fucked up like internal philosophy like a set like internal set of
No, you
philosophy that allows them
that,
to
so you're saying your view of philosophy is that somebody has a bad view of philosophy.
Or I mean,
Or
it's kind of opinionated.
yeah, because like right and wrong, unless you believe in a religion like I do, or believe in God, unless you believe in something like that, there is no right and wrong. Therefore,
How about
you're just
this?
viewing good. You're
You
viewing
ever,
it
you,
through your own eyes.
you ever heard somebody say they have a code like that they live by like that? That's kind of a way to look at philosophy.
That's
It's like,
also a morality,
Yeah, in
not
well, so
philosophy.
when a guy says I live by a code, it's like that's my philosophy to go by, to think that way. Like it's my philosophy not to hit women. Like I don't believe women should be struck for any reason. That's kind of a philosophical way to look, but also based
You
on
think?
morality.
Mm, I would say
more
that's a
Okamis
virtue,
wouldn't
more
attract kids.
more virtue. I don't think
Yeah,
that's.
but philosophy kind of comes with your virtues and stuff. If philosophy is that personal, then it's no different from a person's morality and virtues. It's
Well,
your
but that's what
philosophy.
I'm saying. Then there's no. Then you're saying philosophy doesn't exist because everybody has, like,
Independent philosophy.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that philosophy can't be taught because everybody is correct, and you're essentially agreeing with what I'm saying. It's just you're taking it a completely different direction.
I'm just saying that philosophy is a little more personal and stuff. I mean, granted, you do have like a national philosophy that could affect somebody's personal philosophy, like the American
Hmm.
way, freedom, and all that stuff. But I mean, and it comes down to the end of it, everybody's got to look at their own personal reality, and that's their philosophy.
So philosophy doesn't exist. It's just this word
Philosophy,
we give to something that
well, you kind of
everybody
said it
has,
yourself. Philosophy is
or
based off
can't be taught.
anything that could be think for themselves tend to have their philosophy.
Yeah.
And really, if the only thing the reason that it would be a psychology because getting to a person's philosophy is also to figure out what makes them tick. I mean, it's the reason we study serial killers and shit to see what drove them to believe that they could.
See, this is I agree with that part of determining others, but I cannot get to the part of teaching it.
really philosophy is just a word at the end of the day.
I mean,
It's
everything's just a word at the end of the day.
it's a really complex subject that kind of has to deal with who you're examining to, and again, bringing Diogenes back into this, he was just a person who went against the norm with his own philosophy, and it made him famous for that.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
to
philosophy is also like a lot of breaking down the meaning of things.
That's what it sounds like, at least. I never took a philosophy course, but it sounds like if they're talking about Diogenes' way of like separating himself from the norms of society, that's just studying his philosophy that made him
yeah,
famous.
the way philosophy was, when you quotation mark taught, it was as a history lesson. But
Sounds like it.
yeah, but then whenever they got into the nitty gritty of things, they were just. I mean, I'm not putting this on just one professor. Every philosophy book I've ever read and everything that
Okay, kick it. Um, let me get a little specific here. So when you say cannot be taught, you mean like indoctrinated? Like
no, I'm saying it
like
can be
philosophy cannot be
indoctrinated.
indoctrinated
No,
because
I'm
like
saying it can be that at that point it's not your philosophy, it's somebody else's. You
so you're
cannot
saying that the reason
teach
you cannot
somebody
be quote
their
unquote
own
taught,
philosophy.
you mean like a person should internalize their experience, right? And then they come up with their something of their own, which is why it's not quote unquote taught. Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
okay. Partially not. What I'm saying is that you cannot get your own with a class,
He's he's saying
and
it's stupid that it's taught in
therefore you
schools. That's what
cannot
he's.
teach it. There should be no
You
philosophy
cannot
class.
be you should not teach it as a subject in school, is what you mean.
Sure, if you want to go that route. I'm saying it shouldn't be taught at all, but yeah.
At all?
No,
Well,
But
yeah,
like
that's what
okay,
it says under the hot take. Philosophy cannot be taught.
it can't be taught.
it
The
can't be
But
end.
taught like at
I
End
all.
of the
think, and I
sentence.
think what he means by philosophy can't be taught, and you can't make somebody think by your philosophy. You
No,
can't
you
warp their.
can. You can. That's the problem. That's the problem with it, is you can.
So
Philosophy itself, you cannot. If you give somebody else your philosophy, it is not theirs. It is yours.
That's what I just said. You're
Yes,
saying you
but
can't warp somebody to believe your philosophy.
you can. You can warp
well,
somebody to believe your philosophy,
so
and at that
that's why
point, it's not theirs. And
so you
therefore,
because
What you
it
said is
can
being
be
taught.
taught, that's why it shouldn't be taught, is
correct.
what you're saying.
It
Okay.
can be taught, it shouldn't be. Because, so what I'm saying is, it cannot be taught as in, if you teach somebody else philosophy, you're not teaching them philosophy. You're teaching
It's
them
so confusing.
yours. You're teaching them what you believe. You are not teaching them how to be philosophical. You're
You know how we
you're
teach our
you're
kids?
you're destroying the actual what philosophy is supposed to be. Like a kid
Oh.
coming into the
Uh,
world,
you know what's funny? I
you're
actually I actually learned that in class. Like what you just said. Like by teaching philosophy, you are destroying the core principles of philosophy. That's
The
yeah, you
I
irony.
destroy
literally just learned
you
that. I
you
actually just learned
destroy
that.
you destroy philosophy when you teach it.
Yeah,
That is
that's the irony of
exactly.
it. Well,
Well,
because like
you
I
say
feel
the
like
irony. What class are you in?
I literally took psychology 101.
Okay, psychology. Yes, that's where they'll
Yeah.
throw stuff like that in
Uh,
there.
so, and so like I mean we discuss a lot of things right in the class, and one of the things we discussed about well we were actually the subject was we were discussing the accomplishments of this really like brilliant young mind of this like 21-year-old girl who's like she's like trying to win her first Nobel laureate Nobel Prize, and she was doing this study about like male prostitutes and stuff, and so well, I mean, okay, I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent here. So basically, this subject came up, and then we started talking about how philosophy affects the field of psychology, and then we were discussing like, oh, actually, a funny thing. And then somebody in the group, like group chat, brought it up that actually, like the core principles of philosophy is that by teaching it, we are breaking the very basis of philosophy because a person needs to come up with their own conclusions in order for them to live their life. Like how they live their life is basically their internalization of all their prior experiences, all their prior knowledge, accumulated, combined, internalized, and resulting in, you know, their philosophy, their own version of philosophy and how they conduct themselves in life, right? And so like what you're saying actually aligns with that so
Okay.
much.
That
Like
yeah.
it like but my argument is that if nobody teaches this, how would we ever know?
What do you
What
mean?
philosophy is? What philosophy
Like
is?
What
yeah, what
philosophy
philosophy
is? No one
is.
needs to know.
We
That's the whole point.
well well the thing is we that actually has happened and civilization has went
According to
ass
you.
backwards. Well, not really, because like think about this for a second, right?
No.
During the Nero's
That's-
during Nero's
Oh my
reign of the Roman Empire, people like he snuffed out all the philosophers, all the thinkers, all
actually
the
disagree. I disagree. Nero grabbed the ones he liked and put them in the court, and they were the
yeah,
only
the
ones
ones he
that
liked.
ruled.
So he
And
twisted.
therefore,
An echo chamber, if you will.
yeah. But
Yeah,
what I'm
he
saying
created an
here,
echo chamber.
what I'm saying is that if there was no philosophy at all, Nero would have never done that.
He was
He
okay.
was
I'm
trying
going
to.
on. This is my personal opinion. All right. He was
Okay.
he we're all debating opinions here. So my
Isn't
personal
that what a
No,
opinion
philosopher
is.
I disagree.
Well, I mean, isn't
I
isn't
haven't even
debating
said my
opinion?
piece, and then you're already like preemptively denying it. Like what?
Well,
What the fuck, man?
well, I'm saying, isn't
Yeah,
being a philosopher just debating opinions?
depends on who you
Yeah,
ask, but
pretty
yes.
much. Kind of, pretty much. Like it's all like approving, disapproving opinions. Anyway,
Mm.
so basically, and my personal opinion is that Nero created an echo chamber, right? He snuffed out the free thinkers, he snuffed out the philosophers, and he was also like, he was like kind of like a little bit, funny in the head. And so what ended up happening is society collapsed because like no more free thinkers, no more like people who say no, no more people to say
To,
yes. Like everyone is just following
this
orders.
is why
Everyone
I
is just
said disagree. We still have a society, therefore it did not collapse, and we
Well, the
still
Roman
exist
society
to this.
collapsed. I
the
think is what
Roman
you're saying.
society collapsed.
According to that
Yes.
time period, no, it did not.
So you think that just because it had happened in the past, it won't happen again if we stopped
No,
teaching
not
philosophy?
that. Again, I do not think he stopped teaching philosophy. Therefore, it hasn't happened. It's like communism. When everybody says they haven't tried communism, no, they've tried it. It just didn't work. They've
You mean
tried teaching
that wasn't real
philosophy
communism?
every time. It doesn't work. And that's the. I mean, to say based on one person's opinion whether philosophy has been taught or hasn't been taught is always going to be debated, and therefore we should stop trying. And we should let people live their lives without trying to change it according to somebody else's philosophy. Now, if we want to say morals, changing things to somebody's morals, I agree. That's where I agree, but that's not
That's just
philosophy.
religion, though.
What? Morals aren't
That's
religion.
just that's just
Not according to atheists. An atheist can't be moral if it's according to religion.
Well, atheism is a religion.
To you, Mr.
Oh, I'm
Philosopher.
agnostic, sir. I have no religion. Where's my morality?
Wait, agnostic believes means you do have a religion, you just believe it doesn't matter. Right? You believe in
You
God.
believe in God, but you
You
don't
believe in
there's
God, you
like,
just believe it
or
doesn't
any
matter.
Judaistic.
Sort of.
And what
You don't necessarily have to believe in God himself.
Okay, then you're
You
not
it's
agnostic.
more of
What do you believe in? Just a higher power of aliens? What are you talking about then?
He's not a Scientologist, okay?
Why not? They
I
need
mean,
more money.
agnostic doesn't mean that you believe or don't believe in God. It's more of don't believe it's possible to answer the question of whether or not there is a God, so it's irrelevant.
But I would say you're atheist at that point.
No, it's not. It's just. It's basically more like why fret over whether there is or isn't a God. Just just even though since you can't prove that there is.
Because if there was, then something would be terribly wrong. If there wasn't, then that's where it doesn't matter.
Sounds philosophical.
I mean, I would say that's more logical than anything.
It's
But
over.
Well, so that's really
I mean, that's
there's a
it.
lot of religions out there, right? Who's to say which religion,
Evidence.
which God is or isn't real? Whose evidence is or isn't
The
fabricated?
physical
Everyone claims to have
evidence.
evidence.
No, not everyone
No.
does. Some claim, which is not like Shintoism does not claim physical evidence. Neither does Hinduism or Buddhism, as far as I know.
Doesn't
But
Shintoism
Buddhism
have was it their
isn't
three
really about
sacred
a
treasures? One which was
God.
the sword, and they had the mirror.
They
and I
don't.
forget the third
They're
one.
not evidence of the beginnings of it. They're evidence of a God that lives right now. So no, there is no evidence of because they can't prove from where
Oh.
before it came.
That's the point of faith. Is it then where they get to
No,
a
no,
point
no.
of so far back in the beginning of where
Yeah,
they
I agree.
cannot
I agree.
explain?
Everybody has faith to a certain degree on that. I'm not disputing that. I'm saying that I'm saying evidence of the beginning, but that's me. I believe
Okay.
one way, and I'm not gonna, you know, say that. I don't know. I'm not. I can't. I can't make other people believe the way I do. But I'm not going to sit here
I
and say
see
there's
it's
no
a
evidence.
fundamental point of where there's nothing you can't comprehend beyond it.
What? Elaborate?
What?
Hello?
The line went dead for a
I know.
second.
It was intervention.
Yep.
There
God
goes
came
the
in.
moment of silence.
God smited him where he stood. I can
Yeah,
still
sorry,
hear
I
his
was waiting
voice.
for someone to finish a thought because I'm
I
getting a lot of
mean, I
incomplete
guess-
thoughts right now.
A lot.
Christian said what, and then like
Well, because you
I'm-
didn't
I'm-
finish anything. You just
I
stopped.
got to a point. Was it where I believe if it finished it? Was it, you just if you wanted more information, ask a whole question.
Like, I did. What
What?
what is the
What?
question?
What? What regarding? That's not a question.
Eh,
That's,
I beg to differ.
Why ask why?
ask,
How is the question?
ask a whole question and you
Well,
just
not
told me a
my
one-word
question was
response.
what were you referring to? What are you saying? You literally finished no thoughts there. Where
It empty.
Was it, or say okay? Was it so? Then you have reached a point of your thinking of where something is so fundamental to your thoughts or to you is it that at changing that or thinking something beyond that is
Yeah,
not
and when
possible for
I
you.
said what, I mean explain what you're saying there, because to me that just sounds like gibberish. You're saying like what I'm thinking is set in stone for me, but not
It's not set in
others.
stone. It's just fundamental.
I don't.
Like how we have stories and ideas, they are often based off of something else, and it just becomes like a tree branch. And so
Okay,
far, when you go down it, you have when you try to go very far down, you have fundamentals. And so for you, you have found your own. Was it as you stated? Is it that this is something that you just can't comprehend?
I
Is
never said
because
I couldn't comprehend anything. That's what I'm asking. Is what are you at? What are you saying that can't be comprehended?
was it the point of where someone has like faith in something else that you do not have faith in?
No, no. I'm saying that everyone has faith in what they believe. What I was saying is that there's no physical evidence of it. Now, saying whether I comprehend whether or not there's physical evidence of it, that's can be a disagreement because one, there's no physical evidence of the ones I at least listed, and then two,
Yes.
the there is physical evidence for what I believe. Um, Now, whether that's disputed or not, we can have a conversation about it all over the place, but we can't have a conversation about whether I comprehend it or not. That doesn't. I mean, that doesn't mean anything at that point. But
Yeah,
to
the problem is we're like so far removed from the times of anything that evidence could be gathered about most religions that it's impossible to rule out the tampering of people hundreds of years ago.
and I would agree, except for there were 2 points of evidence in there were 2 periods of time for evidence on what my side has. Now, I'm not going to say what again whether you believe that or not is different. Now, whether you want to say there's no evidence, that's another. Like we actually, I mean, there is full physical evidence of at least the second period of time
There's
for
no
Jesus.
evidence that I lend any credence.
That what?
There's no evidence that I would accept as evidence. Nothing that holds weight.
So Jesus never lived.
There could have been a man named Jesus.
I mean, there actually
Whether
are
or
men
not,
named Jesus today.
Yeah.
whether
Just
or
men
not
named
he was
So
in one
there's no such thing
specific-
as a Roman Empire or
Things that there's a
or
certain
Diogenes or we can point out.
religion is
No. I'm not pointing
what
out.
I'm just saying is
You
that
can
it
throw
doesn't.
away
There's
all
a certain
religion.
level of integrity
Yeah.
for of which he's willing to accept as truth.
I get that. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. I'm saying there's evidence of physical evidence of Jesus.
But so for me, all that evidence is that Christianity was used potentially as a political tool to control the people in those countries in ancient times.
Well, there's
You
there's also
say,
evidence that it was a stolen religion from about Yahweh.
oh, that's Judaism, in which they believe in the fulfillment of the law, not that they took it away. Technically, Judaism is still a part of Christianity, or vice versa. But um, the what I'm pointing to is not whether or not you believe it. I don't care about that. I'm saying whether or not you believe in the physical evidence, that's a point where I believe you're too skeptical to even look at what, a chair is at that point, because there's evidence outside of just a religious text of Jesus. There's evidence outside of a religious text for the 12 disciples. There's evidence outside of the religious text for Pilate and everything that happened. So that's a hard one there. Now, if you want to say you don't believe the Old Testament, where all the kind of like extra supernatural stuff happened, I give you that, but that's where I'm saying the first point is. The second point, there's overwhelming physical evidence. That's like saying that's what I was saying before, like the Roman Empire doesn't exist, is what you're basically saying. Or the Palestinian, or not the Palestinian, what's their Persian Empire didn't happen, and stuff like that. That's
You mean the
whether,
Ottomans?
yeah, Persian. It's right after Babylon, Persian and the Medes. But basically, there's no history without one text. But yeah,
realistically, history is.
So you're saying you don't believe in history? That's all. I just wanted to point that out.
That
I mean, men held the pen either way.
Yeah, men held the pen for history. Like history.
Okay, I just wanted to get your thoughts that you don't actually believe anything really happened. But yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm saying that we can't really know what happened back then because all history was written by man.
And I'm saying that therefore nothing you don't believe in anything actually. Then. Yeah,
I don't have a religious belief of it.
I didn't say a religious belief. I meant history in general. You don't believe in anything that happened before.
Well, I mean,
but yeah,
you said that's your evidence that Christianity is a real thing.
I said there's physical evidence for it.
And well, your physical evidence is there's history.
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't believe in history, then you just give up everything.
Just like the Bible was the word of God, but it was written by man.
So the further removed you are from history, like generationally,
I know how it works. I'm asking, so you don't believe in a Roman Empire?
So I believe that a Roman Empire probably existed, whether or not it is as described in historical texts. Outside of the ruins that we're able to explore today, could be disputed.
Okay, that's all I was. That's basically what I was getting to, is that you don't actually you believe in a history, so you just believe in right here and now. So I get you. I'm not disputing that at all, because I can't. I mean, there's no at that point. Then you just there's nothing to believe in. Yeah, sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, my philosophy will lie. So
yeah, like
trust no one, believe yourself.
Wow, that is very that is very niche.
Yeah. I mean, it's better. It's at least an explanation. I'd rather have that than somebody just like, oh yeah, I don't believe because I don't believe. At least he's saying I just don't believe in anything, even things that everybody else believes.
It is the problem with any written text because you gotta take.
Oh no, I agree, but I also don't think that there's like the tomb exists that Jesus was in. And it literally still exists today. The crosses are still on that hill today. They didn't remove them because of how big of a deal it was.
Well, but like Kobo said, how do you know that
Right.
actually Jesus was actually nailed to that cross though?
No, he
Because
wasn't nailed to that one. Those are replicas that they put back up. I agree.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that everything in the biblical text still exists today at some point. It's just the people are not the same.
Yeah.
But but I'm just
there's
saying, you
there's
know,
that old well they'll say there's that old saying that right and wrong is determined by the victor. So whoever had control really determines what actually happened. Because
so you're saying
so
Jesus died and the Roman Empire
I'm
lost.
saying what I'm saying is for all we know, Jesus was just a fictional character that was created by the Romans to finally
No,
kind of
can't.
reign their
So
He was
That's
yes,
not necessarily what I would get at. It would be more
I'm just
along the
saying.
lines of like he was the face of. He could have been the face of a revolution, and by calling him the Son of God, it could legitimize them overthrowing.
I mean, even according to the story of Jesus' final days, he was being interviewed by Pontius Pilate, and he was saying, "This man says he's the King of Kings. This man says he's the Son of God." So
no.
it was really probably Pontius Pilate's testimony.
Actually, no. Pontius Pilate wanted to let him go.
I
That's
know,
actually in the Roman written text. He didn't
but
believe
I
any of that.
but the thing is, Pontius Pilate would go talk to Jesus. He'd go back to the crowd of Jewish people and like, "What do y'all want to do? We want to kill
Well,
him."
so
After they
that's
spoke to
that's the
Jesus.
disputation in the biblical text, which I was not pointing out. I'm saying the non-biblical text and the actual Roman text does not have that. And
Okay.
because if he's disputing the biblical text, then I can agree. Like, you know, we can dispute that all you want. That's what I believe because of how historically correct the Bible is. But I'm not going to put the Bible on somebody else if they do not believe in it. However, I will put a historical text on somebody else because they have to believe in history. Cobalt says he doesn't, so I'm just that's
Well,
where
it's
it's
the
that's
same
where it's
argument with the
gone.
Bible, though.
Yeah, that's well, but
The pen is
uh,
held by the one in control, so they can really put down whatever they want, whether it happens or
yeah,
not. Who's going to argue?
true. But most
I
people
mean, you
would
can
not
even see
Cobalt
it in
at this point.
America these days. We're already rewriting history that's less
I
than 200
agree,
years
but
old.
I also think
That's
that's
not
due to
wrong.
technology. I don't think that's necessarily due to just people rewriting history. Like in 1880, people didn't rewrite what George Washington did. But
Well, what's
in
that? The 1619 project? What they're saying
1950s,
about the birth of America?
yeah, they kind of are. But yeah, that's I can see where you're coming from, and that's why I'm not disputing it anymore. Because like I'm just like, well, there's. I would love for you to come over to my side, but I don't think I can make you because you are so calloused to anything that would be. But yeah. Anywho, I think we're done with this philosophy
Well, Double was saying
discussion.
something. What were you gonna say,
What?
Double?
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something?
Oh no. I'm playing Arc Raiders.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. I'm just playing a freaking idle game right now, and it's just a numbers and
Recommendations.
grid game.
All right. Recommendations for the week. We
Well,
got a lot,
since
maybe.
since I brought it up and I've never recommended it before, I guess I got one. If you want me to go first,
Sure. Go ahead.
go ahead and put down Rage of Bahamut Genesis.
Have
I
you
looked up the only place you can stream it is Apple TV unless you find
Wait for one more person.
have you actually seen this, Pat?
You in here?
Or read
Yeah,
it?
dude, I watched Rage of Bahamut.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I didn't know.
I said it. I watched the show and I liked it.
Well, I thought you had said you wanted to watch it, and that's why
No.
you brought it
I,
up.
s- I liked it, and that's why I brought it up with things that we were discussing there. And I really liked the intro song to it, so it kind of stuck with me.
And you want me to put just Genesis or Rage of Bahamut?
Yeah, I mean, if they watch season 1, they're likely to watch season 2, so you can just put Genesis.
Okay.
And for the record, it is based off of a video game, like a mobile game.
Mm. All right. Anybody else before I go?
No,
Go
I'm gonna
for it.
let you have this one.
What? Two people talk? I didn't hear
Go.
Oh, I said go for it.
either. Okay. Mine this week. Why am I blinking? I said I had it earlier, didn't I?
Pressure.
I know, pressure. Pressure's
No
coming now.
pressure.
No, all pressure. Tons of pressure. I
Believe in
work
yourself
better.
and believe in your personal
No,
philosophy.
I work better under pressure.
All right, then. Hurt people, Kami. Get with it. Come on, man.
Yes. Yes, I'm trying.
Drive. Slay Queen.
Try harder. Try harder. What was it? Dang it.
Think.
What was the
Come
theme of
on,
it?
come on,
Think-
Okami. The reactor's
think.
melting down.
You don't have
Figure it out.
500 years.
Okay, that. Found it. All right. Catch me at the ballpark.
Get you.
Yes, it's
That
a.
one's actually kind of interesting.
Whoa! Whoa! Cobalt in here
I've
with
watched like 2 episodes.
with the slice of life. Let's go. We're turning him
It's
slowly.
sports related.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
already
and it
recommended
has
that.
to be tangentially related to something that I would watch normally. Like,
Like you watch normally baseball? Because I definitely don't.
Well, like I said, my dad doesn't watch anime, but he got into Haikyuu season 3 because of its, that season was heavily sports.
Yeah.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
it was like the last time I watched a baseball game, I was in a hotel, and it was the Texas Longhorns who were playing. I can't remember who against.
Ew, college baseball. Disgusting.
It was just whatever the hell was on the hotel. The hotel. They only give you like 10 channels.
What hotels like have usually the like? I
So
I
was
don't.
this like
it
20
depends
years
on
ago?
where you're at.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I stay in a lot of cheap hotels. Some of them do not have very much.
There's
got the inside
sometimes
track.
there's just not a lot of cable, or you just stick. You just don't browse that long. That's
Sounds
the
like
last time
you're
I
in a
watched.
motel.
It was the Hyatt.
Take a hoe to a hotel. Hotel everybody.
It was the Hyatt or the Marriott. It's one of those two.
Oh, okay.
What's your recommendation, Willem?
I don't know. I was still thinking on that one. Because
What
I
about
already
Cobalt?
picked one, but I already recommended it.
Cobalt. Recommendation.
Tree
Aeon?
of Aeons.
Tree of Aeons. All right, I figured.
I had a feeling it could be that too.
You want me to say audiobook or just book?
I mean, the audiobook's a YouTube channel, so.
I mean, either you can probably find the book online for
It's on Audible.
Oh, it is now. It used to just be a translated light novel. Didn't have official English support.
All right.
I read a manga with similar recently.
Doubler,
Anyway,
you got a recommendation?
Is it someone call?
Recommendation?
anything you want to recommend? Music, anime, games, books, TV shows.
The philosophical life of Diogenes.
Is that a show?
No, I have no. I don't even.
Do I want to recommend something?
Not
Yes.
R18.
No, not R18. I listened to this. It's music, but I don't know if like fits your taste or not. But so there's this. I forgot the name. Oh, One Day by Alan Mirren.
Alan?
Okay.
Alan Mirren. Like literally Gigi Morin. Like
Gotcha.
they share the same surname.
I've got it
Alan, but
already.
Instead of Gigi, it's
Yeah, I
Alan.
see it right now.
Yeah.
ALAN.
Yeah.
All right. Aru.
Just like a kind of like a chill vibe, that kind of thing.
I would say Gachakuta.
Pretty good. I thought somebody already said it, so I didn't like.
All right.
But the recommendations is just basically it could be anything that you'd recommend somebody get. It's your own philosophy. I like
No
this. I'm gonna
philosophy
share.
allowed anymore.
No.
Cobalt ruined it.
I'm not gonna stop
Spoiled
bringing
it.
it up.
Yo, speaking of, there's the new animated season. May I ask for one final thing? Have you guys seen
Oh
it yet?
Lord, have mercy.
It is
I ha-
so good.
I've read a little bit, like 5 or 6 chapters of the manga back in the
her
day. It is
her
utterly
philosophy in life
ridiculous.
her philosophy in life is literally I will punch any evildoers because it makes
Yeah,
me feel good.
she lives by the fist. If something she feels unjust, she's gonna let you know very.
Yes, that it's so good. It's like it's such a breath
Look,
of fresh air, honestly. Like in
All
the
right.
genre of like
I haven't seen the anime yet, but the way the manga started was basically
it's
her fiance was dumping her in front of like accusing her of all kinds of stuff in front of a party full of people. She
they
said, "Can I ask for
embarrassed
one
her
more thing?"
basically.
Yeah, and after she asked for one more thing, she beat the shit out of everybody in the fucking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Was it?
wait.
yeah, it's
Can
pretty
we?
good. Like
All right.
Anyway,
Got you, Akuda. What you like about it, Haru?
What?
Jock, your recommendation. I know they kind of went on a tangent right when you said your
Yeah,
recommendation.
it's an anime.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Think of
All
a man.
right.
Yeah.
If you're gonna watch anime, watch that one, I guess.
Oh no,
uh-oh.
Fu-
We
Oh,
need,
Fuji,
we
your
need
Fuji's
Fuji.
back.
recommendation.
Fuji's
Shooting.
behind it.
Fuji,
We need a recommendation, bro.
Fuji, Fuji.
Fuji,
He's
He's
muted.
muted.
you
I don't know.
muted.
It was, it,
He
probably at
might.
work.
No, he's with his mom. I think that's what he said earlier.
possibly.
All right, Willem, what's yours? You never gave it.
Okay. Since we're going with some books, I'm gonna go with Your Hub Boys, the one I mentioned earlier.
Okay. And it's a manga.
It is not a manga. It is a pure text light
Actual
novel.
novel.
Yeah, it's a novel. There, it does relate to some of the others, but so does the whole world. Like I'll mention the other two at a different point.
Oh, they've got a
Just see, there's
weird
three now, right? I don't have the other one that came
spelling.
out.
All right, I'm going to type it as they have it listed. Near Automata, Your Hub Boys. Nope, you ready? You ready, Fuji? Oh,
Hello.
Fuji.
Fuji.
welcome.
Yep,
What is?
that is the cover to the book.
I've already got it. Well, I'm good.
Well, if anyone
Uh,
else is interested.
What is your recommendation, Fuji? Since you were here for 5
Awkward
seconds.
senpai.
What?
Popcorn
Awkward
Senpai?
senpai.
Popcorn senpai?
What is this?
Awkward senpai.
No idea.
I don't know. I gotta look.
Is
it up.
that a TikTok person?
It's an anime.
Awkward. Awkward. We were hearing popcorn. That was okay. I know this one. My awkward senpai. Okay, I know this one.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
All right. Leave it to Fuji to give me another rom com that I already have in my list, and now I need to watch. All right. That will be in there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Yep.
Oh, wait,
7 recommendations.
Since you've been reading books, is it? I got a question. What's your thoughts on women who just read too many romance novels?
What kind of romance
life.
novels? That is a good question.
Repeat that,
That's
Ari.
a loaded question.
I think I'm good.
your your
missed
dogs.
it. Kami was sober speaking. Yes, it is a loaded question. That's why I wanted to hear your own words. Because they are quite a character.
Man, there's a lot of people.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
this should be every
I think
week.
this is
Damn.
I think this is the most packed the round table has ever been.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
Well, that's it. I don't think we have anything else to say. Quit trying to teach other people philosophy. Stick to your own. Let's see if there's anybody we want to raid today.
What if you want to learn?
What?
And you learn.
You don't want to learn somebody else's philosophy? That's stupid. Get your own.
How do you get your own?
Someone else's
You
philosophy can help shape yours.
I know this is
You
this is
have
the bit.
one, Willem. Stick with it. Quit going off of other people's.
Where's
What's
X?
wrong with you? We're gonna send y'all our good friend Sweet Cookie, Swedish guy, nice guy, playing some cryptocurrency game called Entropia Universe. Nah, he basically makes money just by playing this game, and I hear anyone can do it. So give him some love, and we will see y'all
Shit.
another time.
Fuck. That's not good. That's not good.
Ooh.
Maybe I have some hyper my storage, but